na watimi ade akwakohwe enso abo edi Kumase Baba Yara Sports Stadium ene oye kotoko fana unni option bia enfa bibia nyu hu no ko Baba Stadium nefa support ema Kumase Asante Kotoko coach Kanzito akasa de afanwatifo yenkomra na yemedi san komani nyina ewo aye dwumadie no so nemom gise LIVESTREAM Gabi the foreigner edi akobada fei Besmark owusu bempa ayala ena fifi manfred bekam ho na Europe Black Stars nkomo no ena Kumase Asante Kotoko enkomani nane edi Amon Richard ne Johnny Live our YouTube Nhyira TV oba subscribe never message no ebra ene Ghana ye share ana say na wonsam no besi akofa prediction no efa YouTube Nhyira TV na yenkenkan enfama sanso ena on your multi TV decoder no so search for Nhyira TV unya rescan your decoder na also midweek edition of Nhyira Digital Passport Media also a part of the show. Good morning. The show is airborne. Yenko na enfasam no message so enfama mo.
Dachi and
unyanu mo a o papa na o maame adaroma omuba wa brabo mu no o ba brabo no ko anim na no na unya nuafo e wo nchen na emu ba ko a brabo we di amame e mi sister
UEFA yakoda sorry almost say approve 2 matches say yemono out of jurisdiction 2 matches by na yekan was me Spain and La Liga Villarreal and Barcelona game no UEFA so match atum yenkobo awo America Miami AC Milan and so any Como in the Serie A no so no almost say no so match atum yenyim fi Italy na yenkobo sa game no awo Australia Sasami ba ye na in fact ni padodo na e kan wasem pande so mo can be room in football ese ade a UEFA aye no yes emre bia ni ho a esikwan se yentimi mo bi mfa any league match emfi the jurisdiction na onfa enko a different jurisdiction emre bia ni ho a esikwan but say UEFA so hwesa ade we so no so was sanction say enko sa games no as almost set a bad precedent ena ade ato ayala me sha se mfamfi o mo ka say ono manya adwen ana maybe anyway there bibi anyway sequence e be mo bi the league match e feel kuma kobo no obi krum. Good morning and when who story no
now a interesting to read because Rich Saoko UEFA for no what you find and say Usher story no as a mature headliner almost say we are opposed to domestic league matches being played abroad. We are opposed.
As a new team.
2 requests have been approved. From first statement, the second statement they say 2 requests have been approved on an exceptional basis due to regulatory gap and global level. We are committed to anchoring the integrity of domestic competitions and fan perspective in forthcoming FIFA rules. Now, Rich, only 3 statements and answer sentences. First one, a contradicts the second one.
And we play double standard.
Then the third one, give room for reforms on how to fix the two first contradictory sentences now I'm making. You see, I have made this argument harder. Time at Real Madrid, I can say they will write to UEFA and FIFA if that is where they have to go. And San Ometinia catch La Liga say, at the end of Villarreal and Barcelona person moyeno, and Tasumua on my catch. My argument then ends Saturday because even my principles Americans answer no is being collaborated by UEFA. Rich league bia and I say competition bia adie bakwa ema competition bi e pejam level na eye hugely accepted and kofo gitum na omudi akire eye competition a omun for the integrity of that competition no eni agro enti na me no ka say and kofo be breed this very La Liga na chi. The simple reason why and say Rich see a starting La Liga and go see na by the time you league na we know the champions of Spain will in the eyes of Omo follow league no will be a true winner of the league. Yen share a very fair competition. Obi able home and away. And when she sharing na to make sure say at the end of the channel yen chinchi will be answer it is sporting integrity there.
Very important.
It is so important, so important. And Rich, any decision be uteki na ujidi say I want the tendency to compromise sporting integrity. It's never a good decision. Never a compromising competition, you know. Now let me break it down for aside amone patomu to understand as I'm making. Yebo league go Spain. And you shall say teams in Yebo league no obi abebon home and away. Now your Jesus obi abon home and away we are. And you do obenya points to do a bad.
On Waji League, no, and o deserve it because send you be able and you go home and away. Sample pepper on us all be home and away. And the competition here fair. Now, Rich, and then Villarreal and Barcelona say, ye mo mukwai na enka game na beba so our Sarameka, baby a Villarreal for home games, no. Omani Barcelona de anem kwade. Ye mo mu fan ko Miami wo USA. Na omun kobo sa game ni ho. Rich mi buso. Adentin Atletico Madrid ebebo Villarreal e was Sarameka. And the one na Metropolitano yo mu home. Adentin Real Madrid already o mabo e was Santiago Bernabeu. Asho mo 3-1. In the reverse fixture they will go to Sarameka. Baby Villarreal for ball e was Spain. No omun no makobo. Espanyol bebo RCD Stadium. Ewo Catalan Cronin against Villarreal. Omu ya omeko Sarameka. And Villarreal kobo omu game no ewo. Levante will do same. Wherever Ekano be same. Mallorca be same. Edru Barcelona and Villarreal home and away in Kwandia. Barcelona will get the opportunity to play Villarreal. Ewo mufie. Ewo Catalan Cronin. Ewo Barcelona for home. But in the away game at the Sarameka, send will be able more and don't call the Kwakubu neutral grounds. USA. That can be fair. There's a one fair to the other team.
That can never be fair. Number 2, Rich, football we are see baby. And supporters no more football.
Sure.
Supporters. Yes, you DNA. Yeah, Villarreal Cronin. Yeah, yellow submarines. Every 2 weeks, be a me wakonya say, Mesha yellow jersey, no ma stadium, no ma team no. Your pap be a share. you develop a football culture where you retire a football club nechi. Every month a season ticket holders. Rich, we are saying say yeah bokoya to not a league game that is supposed to be played on the Spanish soil. Supposed to indulge in the Spanish football tradition. Gamer, obi oya Villarreal ni Rich uchu mutaya on. Say oya Villarreal ni na o support Villarreal. There are 2 games and who take it. O second one calendar so two.
Real Madrid
Barcelona ever of you. And if you are being denied one of the biggest games I ever share within a season, simply because you see this game no air call US for commercial purposes any idea. Rich, you gradually pave way. Omakwan. Ama uku supporters culture. Edi team nechi. Edi football ni league na. Omo edi echere mesantini no uku saade no. He? Ufi se di enti nene. Kotokokobo para ewa nkran. Na work. They want to do whatever it takes to bring it back to Kumasi.
Because you need your supporters.
That is the tradition of the club. Kotoko home base in Kumasi. It doesn't mean that Kotoko supporters on Gaio. It doesn't mean that Kumasi for 8 minutes to go and go on Gaio. But Rich, the tradition of the club, the football culture of Kotoko supporters, our Africa any league, is that you push your Baba and go and watch the team and support the team from there.
House of football games were Accra Sports Stadium. When they had a problem with Accra Sports Stadium, they were complaining.
But the same guy. Exactly. And
I'm glad a man outside that crowd, the same guy.
Who say, Emra NSC, and the Kotoko Manson last season in FA. And FA for the show, Baba and doesn't meet the specification and not Bekabeka say. So Baba and meet the specification in India. And instead of men organ and Quebec Mabo League. Emma Kotoko Kuyama Fe Omubo last season league matches no our Baba Sports Stadium. Obejeni say Kobe Jones money has a penny for me say Masola Sabi or more leading supporters no. Ebe can say the leadership on an up in cash show for Kotoko to play their home games our the Baba Sports Stadium. Has intimate chair or mun penny DNA or mudiblo Ghana football mu yeah toss your mumbo legon. And I said in Legon competition be Munkobo Tuba. There were some games in the run up to the game. Has even didn't know where they would play their games. I'm a supporter still tired, but their Accra Sports Stadium was there. Rich, you gradually kill the game. If you decide to take traditional league games, I build a fan culture over the years for commercial purposes elsewhere. You kill it. And sa ukos o de sa no ma mienu we kabomwa. The sporting integrity and a chitaya edi team nechi who compromises are there. Rich, to sa no mani menu asia. You are killing football.
Okay.
And I hear me they say,
now do we
UEFA for no, I can say, oh, in the next FIFA Congress, they as UEFA, ever supporting other federations, we say CAF, money are they to push say, Sadia football clubs, as I say, Sikape Akato money. Until Omoya did a floodgate to request and do, they will block it with Emra and Shrine or Hono. But Rich, they shouldn't have accepted the request.
Simple. Emra no mejitum, but the Nintum, Kachen say, but you see, your name may be about the intimate society. Rich, Emra, Emra. Nobody can tell me, say, Emra be anywhere to decline Villarreal, Barca, AC Milan, Como. Nobody can tell me that. Because to me, the two arguments are in the same article you have for publishing here, talking about sporting integrity and a fan perspective. Those two are two skills be strong for you to quash and some no more can. And it's on Como, yes, do you think Villarreal, Barca, AC Milan, Como would have gotten the strength to fight back? So you saw more supporters
against them. Who is supporting integrity of the Serie A La Liga against them? Rich, are you very, very sure, say, they could have fought back and say, yeah, quite appeal, and I say, yeah, there's somebody called baby.
I see, no.
Don't mind any is wrong.
Okay, this is my question, Empire, like coffee before, Baba, no. Mami, can UEFA president, Alexander Safrin, on one Kasana can say, league matches should be played on home soil. Anything else would disenfranchise loyal match-going fans and potentially introduce distortive element in competitions. It is a more casamutum say, Adiano, and yet, Nelson Mina will need to near the Ajatu Zomokoba. As a UEFA, play double standard. Where UEFA president Nekasau? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Rich. I think there's all kind of UEFA for statements now. It's about finding a middle ground. And so there are two extremes of the situation. Because of the fan culture that is very important and is at the base of the growth of the local league. So, and also, for us to really understand why clubs like Barcelona, Villarreal, AC Milan, Como, all of these clubs are very much interested in playing outside of the native nations. No? We need to ask ourselves why. And what is the bedrock of football and sports? We can't see, no matter how we want to sell the idea of the fan being at the base of the football at these various clubs, at the end of the day, it comes down to money. The average football fan of Costa Rica wants to see a certain Thomas Day party. Yemfa Saramika dining and Thomas Day party. You pay wages, higher wages. So your average fan, that's also pay the best player to come in. You pay good money to get those players to come in. And then when we speak about Football Club Barcelona, all the financial things that go for has the average Barcelona football fan say that I'll pay even the socials, even if they try to contribute by gate proceeds, any idea their loyalty? Where does it get to? So for me, it's very instructive to understand that both parts are not wrong. And for me, that's the difficulty of UEFA. Even though they say that, yes, the competition's integrity is very important, and I do agree. But in all of that, there is the need for sustainability in the running of these clubs. Because Ochina say club ni gua. Ubere ako Saramika. Say Football Club Barcelona. And then if they don't have money to run the club, and then there is no club, what will Barcelona fans do? So it's important. Again, what has come to be the issue is that in modern day football, Barcelona is not only competing with Real Madrid. The average Barcelona football fan should get that. The average Villarreal fan or the average Real Betis fan should understand, say, Real Betis, the competition, and yet Sevilla and only they compete. Only Chelsea Football Club or London they compete. Only a Yimba or Nigeria they compete. They are competing for me, who has never been to Stamford Bridge before. I've never been to the Santiago Bernabeu before. But then Madrid wants me to consume their information. Senebeya said that chibi. Say Samsung if one see almost pesca the Ama club in terms of sponsorship. Madrid will say that there is a certain fee Manfred or take ija. No crampon, although on my Santiago Bernabeu that on your Madrid stano, on your born in Madrid, we can influence him into first so that we can run the club. Because at the end of the day, Madrid will have to bring in a certain killing little Mbappe. Madrid wants to add Vinicius Junior. Vini Junior, they can say per contract extension, it is money.
So one game, no between a mouse asking
Rich, when they go to Miami, they will sell the ticket almost 70,000 USD and more.
That's asking say between a class.
You see,
we are talking to your coffee. We use Barcelona as an example.
Yeah.
Barca can say, 20 levels and go into Janica. Just one game, no go Miami.
You see, you are
and a bit Janica.
That's something, Mama, two first things. The second thing, the brand strength. Because ABR the 7,000 USD, 10,000 USD is kafia in the contest of Barca 4. But say Spotify, every no extra money because of that, he will take it. Because that's in the millions. For me, Rich, I don't want to be at the extremes. Say, okay, change try and for born in Kwabon that. And I think that's what UEFA will get to. Because in the statement that UEFA is specific on league games. And I agree with them. Say league games don't take it out. Because like Ayala explains, the competition's integrity can be affected. You go home away. It's a match when you're home and you're away. But like the Spanish La Liga themselves did last year for the Copa del Rey, you can take it to Saudi Arabia.
And also many Ayala
that's what I'm saying.
But Copa del Rey, I don't know fine. But this is league match.
That is okay. I didn't hear you say that. Asimana Kanu was say born and this year they quite team because the focus too much is on money.
No, sir. Now games now UEFA sanction 2 league matches.
Exactly, but they've allowed it to go on because
NAS is wrong because he has set a bad precedent.
I don't think so. I think because he's here, they have to let people understand. Say, born you bet me a one thing. But
league match.
Yes, because in this case,
because one has what you to say, the sporting integrity.
And you one time the best sporting integrity. Only one time the best.
Now, maybe and two shoes and I granted Villarreal and Barcelona. Team business sorry one day and tell you if it's okay. So I'm mobile Muslim maybe anyhow. And yes, you ever see a game you couple yes you pesca.
When there's outright law, there's outright law. And say you find FIFA say go and do the law.
Contest is very, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Copa Italia or Jeddah.
Yeah, sure.
We've raised the issue on the surface, and also so there was some undertones of losing football culture because he is sketchy dodo. That is the level we could have made that argument. Yeah, but Copa del Rey or Saudi Arabia. Yeah, but we were Qatar. Even in the boxing bout in US, we've taken them to Saudi Arabia and they Qatar money are there. We've not raised the issue to this level. But, Fee, 2 things.
Morocco, Central African Republic, and you know, you heard the way near Manobesia Quasadano, Echo, the Amanyumeko Mujne Church in a Pagoda Savano, Yama Wansa Akana, and Aqua said, the senior set team, Medina Kunindia. I'm so be here drinks air kama. Na a bassa drinks air kama a piva, beverages, some drinks, some of the Abanama come for at the Amo BBS Sansa, a drinks air kama a de yepa. Na Unim say, we say no, you be now engagement to be now, outdoor we be now, na Ube. Here piva beverage so drinks CBD akwan be first we so be from our home so 0550032231 na fe wait me from na uni o medin komana when your soft drinks CBD na udwuma wudi no etimi aye kama e dia mana eguma wudu pi yo piva color flavor ho afe orange flavor na fe tangerine wo mo grapes na fe wo mo cocktail no eno na be bo ma udwuma de nyina etimi awie pe eye piva beverage so drinks ni na be kan for e dia ma fe eba se wunya drinta eso onye aduane papa eka na eba se aduane ya de party a eno ye is my kitchen restaurant o maduane a wo mede aba no na dodo na agim adiatum na is my kitchen restaurant there both continental and local dishes ni nyina o mo ye adi amase obi aba be se o pe ba bi a ho aduane kama party a eno ye is my kitchen restaurant Kumasia ana onso onsa ebe komo baba yara sports mpacho mengeto opposite ana wo mo enso wo ana stadium traffic light na sepe ana obenya is my kitchen restaurant eba banku any tilapia and every Thursday I don't know me more enjoyment so to come at the mall when him say Thursday biano woko is my kitchen restaurant na ukoto banku ni tilapia we mo start to another banku with tilapia na enjoyment so I come at the mall Monday biano eno I point and kill and ye catfish no mo ye area na for mama side this free bonto at the account side this in the mema refi se wuntwa hwe we mo di cho na fe
no so atimi aboa ama osuani atimi adie pa ada se ombema fried rice ana se omobema obankum ana so ombema jollof ana se omoma fried yam na wetime enjoy na ma woso no niema so aseye ediama every Wednesday bia no ne da bia ne ana se Wednesday bia no wokwa is my kitchen restaurant pizza Wednesday tedie pizza Wednesday and we the open pizza to wokwa is my kitchen restaurant every Wednesday woto pizza no masamu another pizza at the account and what me abo my enjoyment no I come at the mall makato se krodium ha open natural fruit juice wo mo munim ni ye panum is my kitchen restaurant say wo mo natural fruit juice other say open orange and say open mango open mixed fruit juice na wo be mo be other say open tangerine and say bia open pineapple ni ginger and na open orange one sabeka omo adawre na test no and some we pay anti na no pay what benka na offer is my kitchen restaurant our 0265 707070 na omo so timajo so na say 0248-865-046 na Esman Kitchen Restaurant address partner and abako yese ebia also opese place order obetime a place order e be deliver kama ediama se uhia se in bulk ana ope na wetime de adu djuma dia Esman Kitchen Restaurant to fire ye be hwe na yesese ne manyina ediama wan chesha wodo nyina so na MTN Ghana asmen kanto se course ni nyina de wo mo na edo mebemo esan se we no omo ma free after one na free after one and no yade a omodi ma ata so be course so be reach out to our customers so no customers be din koba wo course bi a eno no we hear more time eno ye MTN Ghana free after one no we for phone and no dial star 55 has star 55 has na what our subscription kama we first 10 minutes no omochi we ya dia ka bia no free bonto mama refi say 100 megabyte of data ano me sign e di ema na wet me enjoy pa eno ye di MTN Ghana Eddie Emma and Wuni woman so Ehimum Franco Trading Enterprise. As a Wunya network na ya kama, ube here phones ube di be call ni pa. And about the mobile phones womo cover original ones the Eddie Aba, Franco Trading Enterprise, and womo Eddie Nokia phones original ones the Abam, woman is Samsung Eddie Aba na fe, we iPhone original ones and we Baga Franco da Kwakofa Eddie Aba, and Yanon woman the TV, I would also Eddie Aba, and the smart TV on sub account there, and afe wamo Franco air condition Franco refrigerators afe we here televisors wamo kofa bi Eddie Aba wamo the washing machine afe microwave wamo the blender Eddie Aba the CCTV camera and then installations cardiac nyina no wamo no makofa Eddie Aba Franco Trading Enterprise Ghana afa na baby ano ubenya Franco stores ni bi emum Kumasi anim say dia ajaba jewels nche ho ewe dum wamo ewo store ne ba ko ho ana fe challenge bishop ana say YFM che ho no so ba ko elho afa wo de wani chem owo elwood mekoma eno so ncho no mpe omo ba ko wo fe wo mene kofo clinic ana odi anim hwe ewadum ana new kede chance no wo mo wo store no ba ko elho na wo fe Franco Trading Enterprise ewo human so 0245316969 and as 0501525698 na wo fe Franco Trading Enterprise mema refi se bibia abato makate no 40% discount ana omo so edi ema boga Franco ensu enie afe apomodin yade hu hiam ye pa enti eya tembia me ba me bisa se wo promote sem ekobase se pomodin enko ye pa dia enupa miensa na ewe dwama so na ekulu Ghana Limited omo na de du pay edi aba ba ko ye araba bazen tabata no ye medo ebo ba bia menso pains menso de so des no ebetu ase de omo ba bia entu yo ba na wutem na eba se menstrual pains na eteto a wado eye araba bazen tabata fe wo yo ba na ekame se woni ura esia intida wonso no wonya bi ekame esa wo de asabi o ura no badana nidi aba no wonya bi edu abeba no ye araba bazen to beta ekunu Ghana Limited akwakofa edi aba no aso mo sande meme du edi aba ba me bi edu mesakil esan se wo mensem ewo fam sexual weakness and attitude premature ejaculation slow erection na attitude pato wedo mesakil eno and ebebo ye pa waste space na baba wosisi metima da ho ye pa pa na bema wo so wetimi eye adwuma kamantia ya na wapɛti akwan na onso elsa etimi aka de no ati o me de hunchu capsule e de aba hunchu capsule ye meme do for urinary tract infections wo ye bema wo ta dun so tentem wo dun so wo ti ya wo bema wo dun so wie wo prim ceasefire do bi anka dem wo be se niema de pe no chem se wo bema ho aka e do be bo no eno enso e hunchu capsule eno ye do Kulun Ghana Limited aye e de aba eno ati se process enlargement ana ati to we do e hunchu capsule e do pay wo pharmacy any drug shop bi abenya bi ato emom no mesa betimi ne o medin sa wo so e wo so 0244 275429 na onso atimi ne Kulun Ghana Limited ahwe abomi ye pa abata ne ntemi ye pa dai papa ba ko ho enom ana wo de bo abofra na e ma abofra ntem bia ne ho e wo wese eno ye flower kids baby diaper no ye diaper ye de bo mofra no na wo de bo aba na akoda no nsu ntete o eza se obe nsa abofra bi esu a aka me ese bio wase no ho e bia wadwonso agu no hunti ana tese esu na ode tete wo emom se wo de diaper e de bo aba na wo ma ye diaper se ay maximum absorbent wo ma ye into layers nti so de bo aba na mpo se osai no ho kra eba no num nsuo ni nyina na kwa akodi etire wo abra nwunu bia enso enka oba no ana afa se wo de diaper be bo oba na rasi se agu de aha we de ay kama pa dodo na dia tumiti ana meka fo de ama ba tan nyina ana ye flower kids baby diaper ay delta pipa meal ana akwa kofa de aba no mesa betimi ene o madi nkobo wo so ye 0243 033 na fe wanya flower kids baby diaper edi aboba na eno so atimi aboa ama sunjwe enso abaye pa makatem se teleso ase wodi aye made for me na edi aba na teleso made for me no wunim se eba be ma package ada se ubenya data package na wanya aye course so no edi account na no so atimi aboa ma oduma wudie ni nyina atimi akoye edi ama eno aye teleso made for me wo for na no dial star 530 has star 530 has afi twa so screen ni tum na nya bando na fadi djuma na no so embo wo dada setena na enkoye mfama high sense say eba no djuma die pa wa Ghana ha say ya ma TV aye kama pa de onom na Ghana man nyina agina tum esa so mo de laser television e de aba ana mo de compact television so de aba won sa betimi aka de betimi aboye pa ene boyi na samda ho sa wo hwe ana wa hu sa ampa ade na wo hwe ene high sense adawroma afa wo mo de chest freezer sa de aba wo mo de refrigerators so aba won sa betimi aka de air conditions eno so nyinoma kwa kofa e de aba eba no sound system and water dispensers afa wo mo de air smartphones so e de aba wo mo de microwave blender and rice cookers wo mo de kettle iron any air fryers nyina de aba ene oboga ya kan say high sense no na high sense say Ghana obetuma boga wo dem abra obi a enu ni problem bi sense wo dem asese ri nyina wo mo na ebo am wo suro watimi asese wo dem nti wo mo say Ghana fa na ba bia de wo be ko mu showrooms ne e wo ho no wo bo wo akwakoto niema mama ro fi say bibia wo to market no 5 years warranty and high sense enso edema enti kumase anim say dia wo de wani chemu e wa aduma ane adum post office en chono me epe ye wo ye so no ba ko e ho anase ye showroom no ba ko ho no akwakoto niema afenso wo de wani chemu awata no so a ye showroom ne ba ko e ho kumase city mall wo benya ba ko e ho ana ayatafo eno ya Azaria Johnson eno so ne shop no ba ko e ho afenso nyanfo nyina de eno aye na bi opposite no me epe ana wo benya e wo sunyane eno ya Blue region woko Blue East so de eno ya Techiman after Western region eno ya Takrade ana Takra Central region Mankesi woko Eastern region eno ya Koforidia ana after Volta eno anso ya hohoi no de no maka ni nyina bo media ba be wiem e Tamale ente ho ana ye showroom no anso e wo nan kran de baby bebre ana ubenya e wo nkan ene wo koma hia wo de wani chemu adansoman woko aye East aye Legona after woko Kaswa woko La Paz West Small ho ubenya bi enso ato ana afe ade asate mota na oso atimi enya aye showroom no abi na wawram na wakwa akoto niama high sense so niama of quality emom very affordable no mesa betimi no medin komo e was 030255 0000 9 cents so he ama wo dem asese no ene ma nyina akoye ediama mawie ne sande ma menka fo na menka nto se ne wo be pia bonte enso na ha se agugu entu be hia tissue ya kama pa de ene flower disposable handkerchiefs ne no ana dodo na ajatum super absorbent wo de clean and japatics bia weche eno na chese dodo na ajatum na wo yo ba kwa na wo be pia bonte na wo use facial tissue na enye dia flora e dia ba wo ya kachi na chese wo nye guy ha enti wo pese wo so gitum na da classic way no ko bidia ane ye floral tissue na meka for enso e dia ma ne o me de floral case tissue e dia about tiny na use o me de clean and o me de wipe mo for na fe o me de floral tiro enso e dia ba ya dam to fragrance free e ma clean experience e ko yie pa eno na aboa ama ho zampa who you saw there ye anse tiro de oni bi ofiana adwene ye pa ye floral ana kokofa e di aba ubetimi afro mo 0243 033 050 wanya do etoato na se 0246 426 172 na eno so wanya bi etoatom emom ubeto bibia discount eto enti na ABC games ana me kamfo de ama ABC games de masa amali se obi ade no ho wish obi no ye self burger mema refi se ayade aba kope atese aboa no enum ABC games yanka se ABC di ya ana yade aya krade na ubetu so 3 letters na ye draw na chese 3 letters na mu ba kokra piema no weska wunya ebo mienu piema no weska wunya na miensa ni nyina piema dia masa epuduo ana chese watu ni tichemiye pa every 5 Ghana ekom ana ABC games ubetimi dia twabi wo fa phone na dial star 262 has star 262 has na afi wonso wo na tiko na watu so 3 letters ni tie se 3 letters ni ba ko piema wo sika na di twa ya bo ho premier sa e dia ma se mienu piema ya ba ho mpran wotwe na se miensa ni nyina piemu dia 200 times stake that means obenya sika di ye pa national lottery authority at the stamp no e dia susunti ABC games no ana mekamfo e dia ma enti hene twa bi na sika no enso mra wakwam na chele kakra aze nipa dia to da bia na wa chele na amane ma ye kama wo ma tawroma hene nyuma eko enka ye pi na na no pe no wo mo enso eso asena gudem nsem no yadi eda na yakato se the senior national team the Blazers of Ghana ejina kununti ni mame fa kwanya so na Mrs Matisa eto dwane so emfama na fe yamra medi Black Stars nkomo ewe enchisa wodos yakato se nwumire no nan Ghana any Central African Republic ana edisi ene ne obi ma so Morocco ana game no enso eto dwa eno achi Ethiopia wo mo any Guinea Bissau ewo game mo ebo Djibouti any Egypt enso ebo na fe Sierra wo mo ne Burkina Faso game no etime eto dwa eno nso eye nwumire no nan sa na eto dwa Eswatini wo mo any Angola na Ebona Libya and Kevet EDC and Mauritius and so and I am Cameroon Ebona fe yenya Niger atese omuni Congo EDC and Tanzania and Zambia and so Ebo na afe yenya Chad and Mali and ya Ghana group no and the Chad and Mali na Ebona fe Comoros and Madagascar na the EDC ni nyina ye enwumere no 9 and some matches ni nyina eba so no aya bibrem ha atese na Europe World Cup qualification at 2026 Ghana yelese betima qualify na yakwa pemu obi manso America na Ghana ye group no pacho say na nkomo na esitie ye group I Ghana and edin kan after 8 matches in Ghana ewe 19 points and after Madagascar ewe 16 points ye benya Comoros ha wono ewe 15 points na yenya Mali wono anso ewe 12 points Central African Republic wono ewe 5 points and after Chad de asibe obi acho ma no papa mani so 1 point pe ana chese nkrofo ye wo eno so kwa na yada wo ma ana chese jama omunso enya 1 point sana Ghana group no enso esitia ye bedi nkomo enti enkoba bia Black Stars nkomo no ana eto aso de ma aye yo number 1 account radio station dia sentiment adi atumnie on YouTube aye Nhyira TV ana fe multi TV decoder no so eno so aye Nhyira TV na wonso wetimi adwane kwamna sa pepepe ne sitie enti ana de menkwama ne ne ya bibrem ne yegina esanse Ghana ejina kono ne enti dia mewo ede ma wa no
okay anti game near 4 p.m.
Yeah, 4 p.m. Yeah, the live commentary so beba.
Yeah,
commentary.
I see. Only Sokobai.
Ana Andy Costa.
Oh, okay.
And I say Chilo so be Remo Stadium. Nti na dia mene me bana combo na Chelsea combo na.
Okay, sa
kotokonsu game.
And you made 7.
Nti GH1 or no obeko. And there be way GH Sports. Nti GH Sports kwabana kwai Kofi beko. Na aka ai akwasi menu na fe so akwasi jamana naja
okay
ye dia ya dam so
tim boyen ha
oh ya be
fa free
ya be yen ha ya
oh okay
ya be yen ha ya
okay
mo flight dia ye betimi akọ no problem
okay say ni manyini
Open all retire.
My background.
All retire, but you think about that here. I don't see it.
All right. Okay, into my dinner soon from a Minshawanzo 4.5. Ya catch him saying, Nanyama Munu na ye home. First one, Asante Kotoko Gema, Airbus when you may. Kumasi Baba Era Sports Stadium. And the defending champions of the Ghana Premier League, Egusu Ayeba. Say Yabo week 4 no, way outstanding. Because I been Gold Stars any Kotoko Nano. Africa inti me amosa game and 2 outstanding games at the Massa and in Nano. Bobako at the Efiho. This time Kotoko and Ebuhum at the Etia baby any Gold Stars in 7 p.m. and as I game and so me abaso. All right. Anyway, kakrabina abda fontas na yini Kotoko game no kakrabina Black Stars in common no emeto so emfa emam nchabanzo 4.5 Kumasi Asante Kotoko baby any Gold Stars.
A big game is coming. Wednesday, 8 October 2025, 7 p.m. Nejani Dam Kumasi Asante Kotoko against Bibiani Gold Stars. What a game! Obia Pejanimu, Obia Dideyo, Obia Dahumaka, Eba Babanyero Sports Stadium at the tie the club of the century in Africa. Kumasi Asante Kotoko Popular stand 20 Ghana cedis, center line 30 Ghana cedis, and a cool 70 Ghana cedis for the VIP. You are stunting matches, Mienu. Your boss also Papa near Bedasro. And your Kotoko against Bebiani Gold Stars. Babanyara Sports Stadium, 8 October. And you will 5 p.m. near Gate 7. The Janot Twaso. Yes, at the Babanyara Sports Stadium. Team number 1 say Asante Kotoko, the Porcupine Warriors. And your fabulous KM1 the still.
Asante Kotoko, Yebesha Mamo.
Okay, enti anime Kumasi Baba Stadium 7 p.m. And as I gave me eto ega na utie eye empeniform se nyame ya adoma gate wono obeso obe game ni bia opese obetena Popular Sounder omoje 20 city center line omoje 30 na afi VIP ono omo age 70 cities enti oye Kumasi Asante Kotoko fan na anaso support na abeso ko game ni bi anwumre Baba Stadium 20 for Popular, 30 for Centerline, and 70 for VIP. No aboabo ho. Etimi akwa kwhwe a game no ebi Black Stars game na 4. Inti acha 6 p.m. there na yabo game na wie. Na afi odu ani achim awo Kumasi Baba Stadium. Even obetia hanging around Baba Stadium hona because pubs ahodo ani drinking bars wo no nyina no. Omundina no be games do. You betimi achiro no he Black Stars game no. Ushebie ya no na wura Baba Stadium akoshe game no enso ebi abohonti yabane abedi sa game na ho enkomo na catch us we car dealer sa wo Ghana ha na abruchire but yen starting say ebi na wa abruchire so ho o car na auto na salvage me ka salvage obi oton cars bia no etiase ebi aka no na abruchire no enya accident kakra bi okra na bumper so ho biwa animu na echi anabi kura door bi so ho na awsew ya nsana ka no betimi ato ana wa yusu a onso wetimi ayusu de wo de ka na share container nima ebedru Ghana ha no ebedru ya fre amwa automobile na yenye ka no aduma kama eba ne body works ebeye ye wi ani spray kan kama you're the best of oven you've had oven okrom hand your man number 1 F papa and on the car no question no spray we I'm telling you one share because a car no if you home and is spray the aba Ghana enti we car dealer na utimi aso no afa number no e bus spray ye be line and kama pa and so etimi ediamao ama automobile your number 0244 465764 0244 465764 yawo apem so ya kumase apem so fair chance hona awu efie na wona ehwa ena eye amwa automobile asase kakraka ena machines ahodo also mudidi djuma no enso homsew osare bia start your day rush energy drink sansa no ena ebeboa wo ama ho atimi aye den na bibia aye kama enso atimi ede ama wo ye adwuma kra omre ginseng wom caffeine wom sansa na vitamins ewom enti wo ye adwuma kakra bi no abra mesra okoto rush energy drink nanom ebetimi aboa wo ama bibia no aye kama ede ama trillium industrial limited omo ena di abasa 322190877 uvra babia yeton energy drink bia na onso watimi atobi na wanom na kama pa ewiase ye kwa ye bei se ho emfa wo a ya pa sabe koji ko he obi tiam se ya ne sika ni na achi ontimi kura ni sika ni bi ya de ya enti da bia metaka se nipa bia osori a ade se obo ho mpa pa ya de but ya enso de I mean ye ka ye bay ye ne ade a 5 and 6 no untimi nso yi emfamfim so ho enti ya de na ba no on maduro edu papa de no an kan fa se ba me sha edu papa pa bibiduro a me kan fo de ama wona no pay diabetes abeboa sanso na bp ebo so na one when ye betimi akuntentem o liver problem bia obrebo no me pa so kotobi na enum edu anwumra o tekete so a insomnia na de achewo untimi enaye kotobi infections ena hewa kanfo seba me sha duro no ena me kanfo ede ama kumase na wa amsraw ko apidank habme ana kolinak me pa so ko bi ho konongo brekum nkoko so nyan oni na duro ni bi abo ho ye number di djuma ne 0245 455740 eno eye kanfo seba me sha eduro no number no ofra na onomo edi eye enkomo uniat Practical Institute hona me kamfo edi ama ko na onsukosua computer honim de obu hono ma onim kakra obi so awutie mi computer no unnim ho maache yesa unnim computer ho hwe mudina mu betimi akọ eye uniat na wakakosua computer no ho eye niema in fact omo courses bebre ana mo ye amo eye computer basics and office administration CCTV installation and management sanso ena ebano artificial intelligence AI inina yebetcho design technology with drone piloting and software engineering bebre ka ho data analytics inina no obetimi akusua ewo uniat na bibia no kama edi amawo obaso okọ regular akwan da ho upe weekends nso a obetimi akusua upe na nwumra nso a obetimi akusua ena open no distance class a eno so ni na available abetimi akusua ewo uniat na bibia no kama dia ma na maka kire se wo pa adwuma na computer yi unim hu nim dia ebe de pass adwuma no onsa ebetimi akanti oya graduate we university grampo na unim computer hu nim dia mpacha kusua bi awo uniat na bibia anya kama emfa emawo yewo kumase sesan so hayai bus stop wa na uniat yewo me ba so friend awo 0555383848 na onomo ending komo Alaska Star Enterprise na ye kona fei obaso usese o dem office wo obaso ye kama amobi ewra no krachi wabobra so usese ni dem kama dia me kanfo Alaska Star Enterprise na ade ama oba de wan sese ni dem anam ta aka se ebetumi apade no ba se be ma pade debi say young boy pa ebe wra dem ne baby ewiase adui na penti basa bi na tikopo bi ni ene anya ala pacho enkan ne be ma kra sa pe ma de wo de so sese wo dem so because man say Richard ka kire me ma no say you wra dem one dem ho fa eno kwa 60 points 40 na aka no so there's a word one no near ina de aka ho there's only 100 na bibia kama ade amanti Alaska Star Enterprise ebe ma 60% there's a one so the 40 etimi ade aka ho na de tie ne so pe wallpaper blanketing Samsung eco panel modern TV stands sofa cover decorative watches artificial grass PE phones ɛne ɛho ahodoɔ nyinaa no ɔkɔ ɛyɛ Alaska Star Enterprise a wobɛnya bi deɛ siesie wo dɛm wɔ ama ho ayɛ fɛ office hɔ ɛsɛ wobɛnhyɛ FM yɛ new studio ha about 90% of the materials it is siesie ha ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ from Alaska Star Enterprise ɛne nti mepatwa nso kɔ hɔ na office hɔ no ɔdɛm mu nyinaa no ɔmomoa na siesie hɔ kamakama paa Kumase mepatwa kɔ Mrs. Anache Plaza nim boss from Hona and can form a circle Tipto Lane. Me patro yo ho 0256330075. Now money Alaska Star Enterprise. Empany for any aya and come my enko Kojo Recon Royal Enterprise. Na yankoji a drama de aba Recon Heba Misha. Me patron so aya bibi drew Coco ya rebone. The Coco no. Ya fan normal be was oh. Eze koko die ze na ense da nya yare edem beto he se ye chiwa tenase na ye chew die koko betumi ayewa me so ye mbe hyew yade akese na nipa ye nya ekwi na ne kofare ba dodo na no koko ntimi srew koko ewo ho a treating ntam na enfiro emfa emansanso na general body pains menstrual disorder koto Recon heba misha ni bina enom eduko aye promise heba Fredmans LKO Sac Pharmacy Patase mo amwo oboase ni na mo Time FM na Uteke FM so Kumase mo sabetimi aka Recon heba misha ni bi na onso atimi anom ope ye kira kwan kasa pa de a ye wo Kumase Bremen Pentecost. Thank you Jesus building ma and dear frɛ aye sofon Recon awo 0244 470067 na monomo eni eye enkomano pay amo ene afufo pika ho edna yede dwumadie no ade brama catchem say ye started discussions from the Kotoko game ye wia na yede the Black Stars of Ghana ene nyame eye adoma nyume Central African Republic game no awi na afia jade aka no de amamo na monso mabechema dwen awo eye dwumadie no enso esunti am pharmacy ne bra prediction obetimi di aba sisi na yakenkan edi ama ene group I yen games ni na 4 p.m. yen ni na yen group no bi ebo 4 anwumre Central African Republic omo bo Ghana o Morocco Comoros betena fie na omo atwen Madagascar na omo from Chad the Rapping Boys omo so no atena fie atwen Mali and so ebobo ekuo no so yen group na say dey kaka no Ghana 19 Madagascar 16 Comoros 15, Mali 12, Central African Republic 5, and a Chad languishing at the bottom. After say after 2 matches, now the 2026 FIFA World Cup, no, how many Katwokra would edge us a point about a group I. Now, so the end I did kind of see the mama no. Say Osha Ghana, your qualification, Yamiya Duma. Say you qualify a 2026 World Cup in Ibino. I will share the group dynamics now. I think scenario they are 3. Scenario no. And also dynamics no are 3. Say Ghana, yes sir, Central African Republic. Na, I mean from the Comoros, Etimisha Madagascar. Automatically Ghana you qualify because we a group now. On the Ghana you 19 points and you said you 22. So Comoros, Madagascar at the number 18. Which means you lead you almost 4 points. Now, 1 point, 1 game, 1 game is we near 3. It's the fun in Pose. Say, almost games in our cano, or be question, no one 3 nimpa, only catch Ghana. I will a slow because already know now you will 22 points. The Nipa Nibet Yanis or back catching with 21. Still down the 1 point, you know, able to me qualify automatically. Na Ghana, so no. Etimi qualify for bo a World Cup ni bi. Scenario 2. And it says Ghana ye Shena Comoros and Madagascar draw. Still now Ghana is secure qualification to the next stage and answer World Cup in scenario 3. Yes, Ghana empo ye Felicia ne ye share omaya ye from Central African Republic. Na you hopes in the and it's on Sunday no ye betimi a share omaya. Ye from say Comoros na say etimi and so I qualify at the yenim so these are the 3 scenarios at Ghana see nya ye betimi and so I qualify akwakobo at the 2026 FIFA World Cup ebe so our US, Canada and Mexico. Enti ahun semino enu nti yesa from aye Kumasi Asante Kotoko game and you may and so eba so na coach Karim Zito I say and you may stick game na so approach game no as na fi emfa me di no emfa emamo coach Karim Zito head of Oni Baby and Good Stars.
It's now incumbent on us to be able to win this game because when we've set, as I said, we've set the target of winning the league. And in the home matches, all the points, apart from Hasselhoff, will make it everybody's game. We said everybody who comes here should go without a point. So this is Asante Kotoko drawing today. So in Wednesday, there's no excuse. We have to do everything possible. If we want to make our impact on our objective of winning the league, we should start from now.
Okay, it's a call Karim Zito. I say, on any Kotoko team in the non-person league, you know. Na league in so they said Ghana, league in Yacheche, you know. So person league now. First of all, and so home games in Utimisha. Now away games you avoid so better losing more. And you know so away is it that so benya drobi and now bet me nya wins in be dia fra wins na already unya our home no. It will catch and rant and say Kumasi Asante Kotoko ebo game oh baba stadium dia. I'm fan show my team say win. I'm away there of course. Na I'm kopa drobi no more to me adia kushi am so bet me Aji a league, you know, and so ebi. Now I'll say against maybe any Ghost Stars, so say a difficult game because Ghost Stars from yes, Africa no man said anyadi. My film, but so do my performance, you know. At the league in media league no my idea because so far 2 matches no my body niano. Baby any Ghost Stars every new matches nah. It usually league log no so kura. Almost at the chain Kumasi Asante. We are no tunche. Almost sound so a defending champions. Our a liga yebo and so our Ghana hano enti wakata ne mante say ne so person mu league na mpa dia ene also mutimi a share a team ye from say baby any goals as that fe almost so at the 3 maximum points at the core 7 points in a bia almost so gradually bomu ebetimi akoso na league no bomu etimi agi awonti and your coach Karim Zito ahead of anyame adoma nyume 7 p.m. Omoni baby any Ghost Stars medical cano popular stand me pacho so oboso ko hebia 20 series center line 30 series and VIP no 70 series and into no okwa na esa won so no watimi aye sa kama pa na watimi ade akwakwo hwe game no enso ebinti minim se ne fans no bako so ho na makwakwo hwe game no bi awon tu betimi do message number na yakinkan enso etimi ade amount awo dwumadi no so johnny live awo YouTube Nhyira TV oba subscribe nefa o message no eka ho na yankinkan emfa amount sanso na TV no so no manam so mpe TV say nyame adom yaba TV no so enti live on your multi TV decoder no search for Nhyira TV o de unya o decoder na service can be na onso ebehwehwe ni bi awo ho fa message ni ja ya be kan kama pa etimi ade ama Bismarck osu bempa ayala. Good morning. Now to say
oh when can I say and I'm sorry you know. I am in a football mood.
Okay.
Because minim say enumre a free 4 p.m. Ekosi best 9. I'll be attached to 2 great games. Yes, I'm sorry they be any aji.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There are games I may anticipate to watch. I mean, say I'll be engaged with me 24 hours now. I'll be engaged with football for a long time, Kakrano. I am always excited. And unse here I walk in some church many more sports muno. Days be say a lot of people want to listen to you. obi abeso hu se ne yekọ ekotoko ni baby and Ghost Stars ebekọ sen na game ni sitie emu nsem te sen Blasters ene ebetimi akwalifa ko World Cup na emu dynamics ni te sen ye de enia so Morocco mo na mo waso de na ekoso wo ho ametimi aka bi akire game ni ebe start in time bay e fa na ebenya bi ahwe unse ye na the source to the masses until you say Rich you are always happy say what sorry na ene no there are two great games ubetimi ahwe. First of all, I think Kotoko for now is strategic pa unimleti amekasa Blasters game near 4 yebe pona kaka ne kubo 6 enti saka game ni 6 pair enka for the be excuse oh me sure Blasters game ni na time aso ne sa but Rich game ni 7 enti sa we Blasters game na o some 1 hour few minutes from baby will be able to get to the stadium and start and say over here Kotoko ni baby and Ghost Stars game no fantastic planning me kwa de makasa e no need akoba ye kai say uti baby e wa akira u de nka be Blasters game no somewhere closer
around stadium
hono say na be uwie ya nanka u ta take it na kwa kuram nti strategically I think say the timing of the game no is very 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 good for ene Rich Karim Zito area firm Kotoko target for the season.
So say G League no.
Kotoko beso G League. Rich dia ka bia hu hia. Se Kotoko beso G League dia. The Rich nyina yenim say if you want to win a Ghana Premier League match bit say the ene Kotoko obono they must win. Especially when Kotoko abo omu contenders bako nansia e Kotoko ni fie Rich went me anhye and league ni yebo ni sisa amei na no ofa no agra yebo second round na Rich then you remember how o contenders ba o fie no and also ko omu fie no the points are we between mo and a beche do G League no. Enti
for example Midiema, Lions, House of Folk,
Baby and
Ghost Stars,
Diana
Samatex no more.
Yes. Omo utimi say yes league na omo G League no. Sa category of clubs no. Sa o ye dynamics. Say obesa G League ni near de okasa nkofo no ho a Rich, it is assumed say omo maka ni nyina no disrespect to them omo de obetimi ahye omo ofie na okọ aware wako yere won so obetimi asa ahye omo biem na say wanya de kwa obet draw bi ba enye ni nyina na obenya away games no even for non-contenders enye ni nyina but eno ne ya uni omo play na sem but Rich odi eno to nchen to really win the league omu a wo form so omu ye contenders no uni omu mienu home and away games are very very important anya shekra no odi afan say between winning contenders ni nyina no you win all home matches against them emududu a wo ko mo home a ubenya draw ubetimi still win. And I have also come with on more throughout the season. But the final analysis as to the entire team win G League, you know, comes from there. And already Kotoko a participation in our Africa. Our league momentum nada. And Kotoko 2 games no more bono. Rich a kasa story I can wasim ye. Number 1. How many teams they bet Makoko share coach Bodu Brekum among the contenders no? It is a house Kubrekuma. Say baby any Ghost Stars Kubrekuma. Say Media Mako Brekuma. Say Adriana Kubrekuma. How many of them any bet Makofa win? Ewo Brekum. Ba wo Kotoko fa. But the flip side then they say Ukofa sa win na. Uji di pass and your contenders in the bet Makoko fa bi no. Rich who bet in a fear against one of your contenders in Heart of Lions, will lose 2 points. Into quickly, I also Ojishim. Now, Rich. Choir baby and goes as far as G League last season. Any or disappointing out in our Africa. No. Rich, now they are back fully focused on defending the league.
Yeah.
That is their sole focus now.
2 matches or match in now.
Yes, to win the league again and defend their title. And Obia Waji League ni be done. Rich, in Pempray, Sa Obia Otiasie, the dynamics of the league say, Meko Kotokoi. How important is that game? They should know. Omunye novice. Omunye babies to the league. They know this analysis I can want me because Omunye the Ajay League ribida. Then what you just said, 2 games, 2 wins. And at the side na Heart of Lions airback Kotokona no be eka say omo ye unbeaten no. Sa pepe na baby any goes that so here. Tomo the form and ever. Unim dey say chato. Rich, after winning the league, after winning the top 4, baby any Gold Stars thought say they were sitting on Ghana football until Kotoko show me in a champion of champion. You say, hey, is it a reality check? Say, you feel say Ghana football is here to no. Kotoko many brain, they have denied us Sadiano. Into Rich Omobahan, they are wounded kakra. No, we said the last time they played Kotoko, even at their own backyard, Kotoko Besa and Yogo Mogarimu. Into the dynamics of sad game now, Ebekoso and Nhyira. Rich in Sembebre. I have even spoken to some Kotoko supporters. Rich, as some more can say, Ayala, but sa unim say baby away. Game me a yebubiano. We are building ourselves a momentum towards the WAC game. And until bubiano, we are aware say we need to improve every game. Say by the time you do any WAC game, no, now you do the level now. You did say enough to have a competition against team I friend WAC. And the Rich, you can't get it better than an annual game now. Nana Mankwa against Karim Zito. Michelle Kotoko against Heart of Lions. Rich, say Kotoko Bobo no mo ball against Heart of Lions now. They will not beat Baby and Gold Stars.
Why?
Because Bona no mo bono. Medical street language, local balance. Na eye pinche do. Bobo ni simsa.
Omonjana ni teamwork.
You tina say na how Kotoko are building transitions. Born na from who say Kotoko etia say how to build an attack. Yes, Michitum say the focus of the team is to find Albert Amwa. No. But how do you find him? How best do you find Amwa? And there Kotoko problems is here. And it's a Baba Sports Stadium and I say share with TV swa. Rich, about 75% of Kotoko Konya no possible finding Albert Amwa were through long balls. How do you expect Albert Amwa to win long balls against the height of Heart of Lion defense? No, Ebenezer Abano. Look, Ebenezer Abano Jinawa, sebi Albert Amwa other than in film. Even though Albert Amwa or relatively short, but on him reaper, but Rich, na o recent ding. Antono, et say the wako adekojachi. Now we go to continue. Na ye balloon boss no say Albert Amwa and defend and as on share against Samba Onea. How many of those boss number? Some are funny na, ablo be funny na. Some be funny na ko. Na ti say who ye train wa da ko jache. Na unim say u chetim no mienu. na odo best striker ema best center halves na o balloon boss no e training grounds unim say ablo ene sama ema beta mo onfa bi. So
imagine Vincent Atinga ejina Gold Stars chiro
ene
no pay boss say
they have one guy Godfred ono so 10
oh ne height no owa obepem eja no no say den
what you say defenders omo one omo weakness is when the ball is on the turf our space e kwani do omo into the ball ni piano omo you comfortable at all. Even the best in Van Dijk, Monet, Ruben Dias, mo Rich, say ball no nya to form. Na odi pia omo ara omo ina ho popo. Inti I want to see how Kotoko draw their pattern. Now Rich, me disappointment and yes coaches no enim ade aye kan you. And I said they are not doing something about it too. But I told them be our Rich, they are coaching day and they say even when you have your plan right, the players go on the field and bono now cry say na players trainer you know more for training because Rich Monday mekacha say Sawoko Baba Sports Stadium na Kotoko e parade omu goalkeeper omu back four no ma parade no omu 2 lateral defenders be say Lord Amwa and Joseph Amwa omu ball they know how to progress the ball omu ball ni pass it. And I am highlighting that because and in modern day football in transitions lateral defenders able be pa now Rich or Ablo any Samba Ablo pe and then you're comfortable with playing the ball from the back. But Samba is a very, very good passer or composer. And the pressure can or pass it. No or Kutano. Rich, some was our back line now. No say me were a midfield of Adabo as my number 6. Hubert Jau Vitinha as my number 8. And Emmanuel MP as my number 10. Rich, I will find it difficult as a coach. Seeming to me dominating midfield. That is the problem. And the individual profiles now. And number 6 in here, or box to box 8 in here, or number 10 here. And they are all comfortable with the ball. Maybe I double the message how compose our here on the ball, baby. But unka say the entire friend who be Joe Vitinha, I say because on your compose. He is not even composed. Otimi Kutabo no our home here obetimi and the can always play under pressure. Emmanuel Enchi Mutaya, he is one of the best number 10s in the local scene. And ne attribute kesia calming the ball down and passing and creating. Etikasame food no, and they shouldn't have a problem. But Rich, they are not so familiar with each other. Omumbo omunche. Enti ama omu entimi and relate their friend of football mu cohesion no. Movement say na wait more na say mekata mani kwa me de to away be fa any sound no. Rich say unni cohesion. Na building familiarity here, especially in the engine room. Then it is difficult to play team with out of lines and maybe any Gold Stars so because they are one of the best teams. And say oh she baby any Gold Stars so mo bobo. Rich at the end of Kotoko lacking, they don't lack. They understand each other. Omo aggressive. Omo jomu hu say ball so omo nimbo say wa. And if you don't say Kotoko improve it, omo game no mobile against Heart of Lions now. Rich, menya sure said they will be able to beat that Ejemo.
Okay.
And then no media obi obabe pio mo baba ya nyano will be expecting Kanimsi to say yes we know you want to find Albert Amwa. But how do you find him at his best, in his best situation? Obetimi ashe goes no at the amount. And for me, one of them is to not repeat playing Morphine Dosu. All right. So untimi mbo Morphine Dosu behind the striker. And now with Albert Amwa at 2 topper. Rich play Philip Amomone or natural wingers no. Say muya dear Hamza. Karimzito, don't turn Jau into a right winger. The fact that the guy is good and just a position biaro betimi abo or right wing wa onye effective. And who plays this share no mumbo. Rich, me ma who baby any Gold Stars team no. It is a very, very difficult team to beat. And Kotoko must up their game. And yes, sir, a lot of things on my team that have Kotoko. Omo midfield play, omo defense is resolute, omo attack, one of the sharpest ever was here. And it's a Kotoko. And you know, pay your rich. Maybe an enemy and Tiasempa.
Mate, best one goes to Bempa, Ayala, and Martin and Kano. Chairman Augustine, I'll say great presentation of all standards. In short passports is the best among the rest. I'm enjoying you live. I will Dubai, Edna Cheme, I say, or share a yes, you know. Kofi Mayeska, good morning.
Rich, good morning. Good morning.
But you know what to say? I say. Every quarter game, the Kakia Nafi, in the Sanamra, MD Black Stars game, I'm on a team from the Central African Republic, Ebono.
Many almost share game time, as to where the time we play the game today, I have a little problem with them. Yeah, play a game at 4 p.m. We'll finish the game somewhere around 6 p.m. Yeah. And your Bokotoko game at 7. I think it's affected. I think it would have been very, very good if we had played this Kotoko game earlier. Maybe a 2 p.m. or a 3 p.m., 2 p.m. kickoff. Then right after that, Ombesomo show TV, so Ghana match, and Ombesomo follow commentary, can follow when they are leaving the stadium. I think the Kotoko game in that 7. Most parts, people will be watching the Ghana game before. In Ombesomo will feel TV, so Ombesomo show. Now, so
Intina ne kase. Sebia oya Kotoko fan and now be able to game nibia. Black Stars game you can still watch it around the stadium. Because pops in there now.
I don't think that is good enough. If Kotoko really wants to make sure say almost percent of fans eba and also watch the Black Stars game, which you see one thing that they
but I'm on a 3 and so. Yeah. 3 no. So what's that 3? Yeah. It means that game will be
I'm saying that two thereabouts earlier. It should be earlier before. Exactly. And I understand that working day, but you have both games. So sometimes that's on a working day at 2 p.m. You have both Black Stars game in Accra. That's on a proper working day. No, but so then we need to be innovative. And yes, we are not being innovative. Okay, so Bimba Stadium, no Shabon will be pub or outside stadium there. Then what are we really saying? Kotoko could have mounted a giant screen. Our stadium premises one of them. For people to watch the Black Stars game. It's over Kotoko game there, but 4 p.m. you're prepared for Black Stars.
Again, that would have been the screen now between the Akasa Mumbra.
Scoreboard
Ninja. I Sunday okay, one more pack. Scoreboard Ninja.
And scoreboard now. Yet is as well.
Ship any other night, it's just scoreboard money son. Sunday took Accra, near the Abaye to Cornelia.
The 2 and
it's the same now. Accra Babe, they are maybe the scoreboard. If
you born Mumian, of course,
Minism business are questions. Minism catch us, woman approve what I need in your giant. Because
as was busy. A whole of us said him scoreboard in Yajuma. Are the other 2 children in the Quakra? Now they tell you to be 20.
Because ideally, because
the best option.
Ideally, your screen will be Kotoko fans or match. Because me person me show Black Stars match, but me show Black Stars match now. I want to react to the game. Me I have to also watch Kotoko game, so I'm being forced to be at the stadium before the end of the Black Stars game. Send me reacting to Black Stars match in the stadium. We are matching Kotoko match, so it's a little bit dicey. And you see, you can't even fault Omo arranging for Shani because the game has to be played. Because the Kotoko match we are or Sango Kobo Africa or Konenim time Ben over next match, Then most will accumulate a lot of games behind. Plus, like you're saying, a weekday, but something really should give, and it looks as if Kotoko is giving low gate proceeds to the Albi. Mention the way and a 10 out in the Bay of Baba is supposed to, because in Rana, Nhyira Komoka say it wasn't bad as compared to what they wanted to see of Baba was still over the weekend, which is the game proper. You see, I think that Abdul Karim Zito has had enough time to put some midfield together to control the game. I think, say, Coach Abdul Karim Zito, the personal game plan and ideology in football, a long physical balls. Sound open the ball.
Nkuta ball bibri.
Yeah, it's yes, only striker for. Someone said me this about Donzo. I think that Coach Abdul Karim Zito sound open the ball. And then bado. I say once they be account. I say Opa kita ball, Opa bolong. Just have the profiles for it and win your games. Because Ninja makers and say Okokoshe Gold Stars were champion of champions now. So in the games that Kotoko had played prior or preseason, now Otaibo entry to control the game most of the times to have the ball and if you want to play those passes. But in games friends, after that, Gold Stars away. I mean all the games were about even Kwara United away. Most of the times, Kotoko decided not to have the game. For Kwara, it can be a specific game plan because they are away game and Kotoko already leading. But most specifically, Sa Gold Stars game on board champion or champion, the game that they played first El Ghana Premier League. You could tell clearly, even at Bechim. Again, I thought that an away game plan. Who's a Ghana Premier League coaches know? Most I don't know away game plan, any home game plan. But it is working for him. So he doesn't look like Obeso was a self-free order. And again, against Heart of Lions, it was saying, for large parts of the game, Kotoko decided to find attackers from long balls, not those short combination plays. But there's also something I've realized. Rich, in the 2 games that Kotoko have played, that I have watched, they came away. Anytime Kotoko will meet a midfielder, and you see, this is something I think the Kotoko technical team should pay attention to. Because Bekum Chelsea, sorry. The distribution of quality of Ghana Premier League, you see, about even. I can't even. Abia Kotoko will have the quality in depth. But so we starting 11, they are almost on the same level. So when Kotoko playing games and then they meet midfielders that are as good as almost because Kotoko midfielders here top. NG, Jawu, all of these guys in fifth one, they can play. But they also meet other midfielders that are stubborn and they worry them. Heart of Lions was a clear-cut example. The Heart of Lions 2 midfielders, no. The one with the ever name, solid. How they made it difficult for Kotoko to play on the day. It was you look at the Kotoko phone and natural for them say Omusha midfielder now or Kakra, then let's go long. Then quickly let's go long. Let us not try to hold on to the ball Kakra. And I told her on the night, Coach Bashi won the tactical battle for me. Although your ball game, the spoils were shared, For me, tactically on the field of play, that was the thing. I think that Coach Karim to make me at Ghana Premier League now. Things have to vary. It's not very send up as a bonnet. Unless he wants to play Donzo as number 9 and play Albert behind him, or he is going to quickly get Kwampoku back. Maybe for the long term, the plan is with Kwampoku.
Sir, offer Kotoko for number 10s now. Now, who profile entry and a Baba Yaya. The difference, Baba Yaya pay short passes, no around. Until your bar on to say who say space be by a bit me penetrate and sign it. Omabo. But who's entry the any entry near born or pedenity the final pass no. Whether I'm from a wingers no and I like an engine a year. So obo no one part na ekoba one part na ekoba. Emma ultimation Kotoko game be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Na unse dem when Kotoko enya a concentrated ball possession. Because of the way entry direct no.
And it's not an instruction from Zito.
O release the ball in them.
Say be unyaya quick your good wingers. You find you quick.
But Obo Baba Yaya, even with that instruction, because of the way Osibon born, you see, I say in the central in 51, because I got to look at one Bobo social passes, kakra, and when they do that, so it frustrates the opponent to come after the ball and they create space in the two. And by the time you look at 1, 2, 3, every day, one discipline, no one stay with your man, wider. na udibo ne che was close in Nhyira most of them go pass na to ho Peter mi do akofa na waso ya yes nti I also think say me hweko to team ni mu din a Baba Yara absence no emmo mu sa dynamism no on ekada would have been dynamic say entry ba na ye pe bibi fufuro bi a I was our space one na nke do bi but obi ani ho say kotokota no we Emmanuel entry free wa it is either you are playing Donsu no obono ono as number 10 and now the Donsu no eko 9 now the Albert Amwa aba number 10 and now you are playing any of Jaumu any sets Kojo na we push omo ko sa position ho no mo natural position oti ama I
think that's a or the big games he can get success in there because big games no they are say Obeso man and Yedin has given him the results. But sometimes over against smaller teams that you're expected to hold on to the ball more. Now we know what break you down or shoma. It's watching here and the last part of the nana me person and my conclusion was that I told myself okay. Besa me share Kotoko wa ball baba 4-5 games. Say Kotoko draw 0-0 or share just 1-0 penalty be near there. Then I can begin to draw conclusions. Okay, I say Bon Ankasane they are struggling to break teams down, and maybe that is how Karim Zito wants to play. But of course, league there, which Makano several times. Adia Bakoma Kotoko Ejina and also that a lot of the teams today is the fact that there is quality in depth. So while a lot of the Ghana Premier League teams can boast of other top quality players, no, the problem is players are obetime free bench ababe worry game no ababe sisa game no. I don't know the only problem, but apart from that,
me say conclude Kotoko game no.
Na Yemfa Black Stars into us.
How did Kotoko score 4 against Kwara?
Right.
And Omon those long balls that they say 4 no. There were through passes. There were accurate crosses, pinpoints. They were able to find their strikers in good positions to score 4 in a single game.
Yeah. Maybe in Africa.
So at the moment continue because say the 50 game Ghanaian football and in Nigeria difference be a new physical. Ye pe bonu 50 ye pe pass. Kakra be the co-wins kakra on night like practically our approaching is almost the same. So my problem is say how Zito the team now they were able to score 4 in a single game, but also were cheat in Bekum. Now we have in your game now a boy against Heart of Lions now. Now it comes back to penche long boss yapim and say I'm tough for my mokaka anymore. Then Kotoko struggling.
But Yemfa Kotoko game no. I want some insure na mini komoki tuebi na Yemfa Black Stars nkomo na metro so Yemfa Emamo media pomudin komo kakra incident chekra yene cement vital herbal misha and capsules empenifo na edi enkomadro na so be fa ba bia edi adiama no agan edono ebaduma papa yene nkomo kakra bi na Yemfa Black Stars game no I want discuss no emetwa so emfa emamo we omre na adubako abapa hosimano insi openi good morning now to say
nyame adom richard bibia abako
yede nyame ase
bibia abako richard
eni adro no nko ban
well richard yemfa akwanya we so enna omo a your boss Dr. James Amwa, CEO of Pimsan Company Limited, Siemens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules, your papa told from Omoba, Ebeboye, Emma Yekusi, Papa, na ye ni kama last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, na ye ni sopa, and see if I can use what will be biarase. Say Omodo Mahmoudin, Omusika, Omo Adaje, Ebebeta, Chima, Timisi Akra, Bibiako Kama. Richardo, a draw a guy. Druna kasa din the Siemens Vital Herbal Mixture na ye papa penny bi meka se na nakra we di be 75 years to 80 years and then no madro ni bi na adro no adwuma adro ni ye man na de kyen ye no frɛ no se adro we di e agan na ye bisa na se agan na kyerɛ se o se agan kyerɛ se agyan e won kran kasem enti adekura adro ni ye man no a odi edin agan no beto adro no so de Richardo
I giant so the enim say the kwakon
sa pepe and a giant so twa hit target in the street and from coin
sure
sa pepe enti Richardo ye fa konya we so akacho bia be me bia sebe a sexual weakness abroni ye be kan say namumre no obebo modern akwakoto agan ni bi na woto agan ni bia wunyanum bia obeji ho achinye na wunyanum bi wie dia afi no oba be ka dance di fo no sanete obi a wanom bi bia no edi ho dance ma me fa number ne ma osisi a ne frɛ ofra ka sɛ deɛ wo haw no o yare ne city check doctors no na ye ma waduro ne bi nto nenom na ebeyi bibia afi hɔ ama ho ato ebretia wa bim number ne 0244 718 557 0244 718 557 and it was 0241 604 702 0241 604 702 me ba cho bomodin so be frɛ number me dia to JCC a nene doctors ne eni nkomo me ba cho utie me ena no pay na wo ye bema na wo mema sem kofom of late and I say break tia wa bi mu bema sem kofom a bomodin se won sa be ka gan ne bi otoni nsuo no ato no to pae wo wia na wa frɛ the bia ye pesa mo frɛ duro ni general dosage se wo to ya obi anom ni say da bi ɛso how yare bia ne ho akwankyerɛ anase ho dosage ya de be ma se de be ya onom na bretia wa bi mu no me pa chaw obenya resource anase obenya emuaye obenya de wo pese wunya no obenya ene nti na de bia ka kyerɛ se o to aduro na emfa wo pen nom frɛ number wa aduro no number na 24/7 active even as at anaju 4 a.m. 2 a.m. crowd fra obi te ho be pick wo call no no watwetwe nkomo be me bia me pa cho wan mre wo mpam no koto agan ne bi and am say draw we say no ye di no bna no tan ha ma no den a titidudo na na de aye maka kyerɛ sɛ draw we say no titidudo na and am say titire ne na nanom no nutan no bna hahama nuane hini no a omo titia no omo hye ne dudom ɛma no ɛbɛbɛyɛ dudo anaso omo hye no dasen mu ɛne kukomma ne bɛ dudo ɛno a ne de aye agan no na enam say sankofa wo kofa ye nchi ni nti and a Pemsan Company Limited, your doctors, any your professors are nim dear, and what be doing no about Bill Naka Federal West and Yaba. Intim Penny for no nomedia, or who say a do not it's a normal noir, into a Neobaconum, and Penny for no 2 word no so more more. Into your branch or your Babawana Utia, Conacoto Dunibi. Richard Obisa Missy Yamia. Obisi and the Yama say no, Wababa Tagis is Yarens a chronic, qua ankro. Me pacho emfa ho ene the chronicity of a problem and we see no the chronicity no kwota agan bi adro we ni adro a basisi yare do ntia to ho yes se kwota adro we bi na onom one bottle ni wie ne capsules na so sisi yare na nkwa fa adro no ko ba bia kwota adro no na kwakwaji usika as simple as that. And I'm said draw way ekutanwani no eboy yi sisie mu amman ene aye biara e ma usisi na dwumadie no eto achim ebe we kuta endorphins the jubadie ni say enyi yawo a ebe ni padua ni Richardo into obi a wo hwe ye wutie na no pay na wo de na kwakwa esisi yare wankase watu ne din chronic ana krowankro no but modern say obekwakoto edro efe no agan Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture and the capsules eno ne edro a ebe yi sisi yare na fi ho a ebeba be ya dance e de amam and am say wonum no ni bia enko nti ama wo gye say edro bia ni ho a ebetimi ayi sisi yare afi ho kono koto aduro ni bi ukoto aduro ni bi wi a fra number wa aduro no ho no na doctors ne ma dosage ekwan befa so abeno aduro no ene nneoma ye de be kan ho ebretia bi mu sisi yare ne eko obi die aye sciatic Richardo sciatic nerves na entini afi oto ase eko wona nkokom no me ebi nya me dade na mom no say ye pick course na and I receive course na Richardo omo nya sa experience na eya pa obu ha o say ono ne de no onante be 1 minute per no antra ba bia anya na home no oye atu ahwe ne sciatic nerves ni mu twetwe no a oye no ho hye enye yie adru we say kuta nuane no bi a ye friend nitric oxide nitric oxide ni dwumadi a edie ni na say eyi ntininim ama ntininim da ho enti de bia meka say nitric oxide de sabi oye cleaning exercise and say oba Ghana ha oye zoom lion adwuma ntininim fi amamai bibiara asisi ntininim ama moja ni ntimi nkwa ni nti ade sciatica and say oto asintini na ma mutwetwe a untimi nante no nitric oxide ni dwumadi ni say akwa clear na eko paper efi bi e won ntininim afi ama moja na timi afam enti wa wo hwe ye utie na no pay a wo de na kwa sciatica bia no the prophylactic solution to the sciatic pains and a sciatic problem no Siemens Vital Herbal Mixture edru we ni edru a wo no mu a ebeyi sciatica na fi wa kokra ensan so mabie ebia obi su tie me wo de na kwa koye koko pal and a hemorrhoid pal no ye omumienu ye internal hemorrhoid and as external hemorrhoid odi ene ebia sabe external afifi uto ema sabe ukogya wona ya unhu se moja efri sabe wagya na mu eba bomode so be kwakoto aduro ni bi ma me sanfa number ne ma biem number ne 0244 718 557 and it was 0241 604 702 for number me there to JCC obi a wo pal kokokoto bi obu ane de no so akwakoye kokobo me pacho kokobo ene wo so ko private asebe na kokobo no aye pie na moja nam ho a kokoto aduro bi to nsuo na totopan no na frɛ numbers ne ye be kire kon abefa so abenom na ebretia wa bibia be ko ama ho so ho atimi atɔ Richard onya no nko na aduro ne ye be me bia wutie na no pay asabe oyire anase bia girlfriend bia ne te owo insabuo mu how menstrual disorder menstrual cramps menstrual irregularities insabuo mu how bia no koto aduro ni bi ne fama no ana we oba na wo hwe ye wutie na no pe ya bomodin se obekwa koto aduro ni bi aduro ni de agan Siemens Vital Herbal Mixture and capsules me pacho ento nsuo ni nya to paye ene ento to paye ni nya nsuo no makacho se Pimsan Company Limited ye de aduro na no maduro ye mfa nsuo na no maduro enti instead of saying to paye no odi nsuo wo fie benom no ye aduro in a form of mixture ye liquefied and ye nsuo a wo de benom ntu de aduro eno maduro na ekabomu am eyi yare na fi ho ebretia wa bim ene nti na manfo di aduro no ho adanse na aduro no no ya instantly na ye adwuma ade amaw ti bomode se onsabeka bi oba o menses na emma obu ho be 2 years na asizi lady before 2 years na the menses asizi ye mane koto aduro ni ye ka so onto 3 bottles onto capsules no 3 one first bottle na mi na menses no ana sabe na nsabuo ne sha se e flow into oba bi a wutie ya wo de no wo similar situation koto aduro ni bi afa wo de ne ensisi so ebe na ekena emma instead of 6 to 7 days na timi ba 2 days 3 days o bobo metabolic waste no e system nim kwana koto aduro ni bi na frɛ ye be kire kan befa so abenom nom ebe yi ni nafi ho be me bia me pato watenka ateko Richard sexual weakness nti be me bi ho ne yere da asese be na taa ni nuaba oni feelings ade ma no onti bibia e won ho lonely bi de kokoto aduro ni oba won so te sa Richard makasa ade ba ko ya sabe se wa ware oba de na betena fie na ufia anopa ufia adwuma ufifia uba adwuma yi we be 1000 Ghana to as a daily chop money na oba yi de akwa kototo nam ne ade abaye nkwan watena se aje enumre be ma wa ba ubete hot so say I'm not in the mood Richard ya pa ya I'm not in the mood bia ono ni mood nim wo ho obu ho so a ono no mood nim o just o on jeje ho no da ho sa sese bi timadua bi on te hwe maka che sex a pleasurable activity be man ebu ban na obusia no o ti ase o ye na o jeje ho ene sparkle ma ade no eye de nti se o hwe ye na o yo ba na woni atenka na de bia no ene se ye kyena se ya wa hwe ya wade no bedu kono koto agan ni bi na nom na beboa na Richard me wo adansidi bi ha mfese me boka kra bi
na me ma be
just 30 seconds
yeah na efa mine
we ya brantie bi a me koto no na koso kwa koto aduro na me cheche aduro no mu kire obi na otwi ba me no so ohia bi ntime bo a kire kakra bi
kamut sa me mai manu to metason de sa dia mipra sada me kire na ni san yen sa kiti de besa biya sada me kire na na we no ran ana do awo ana pen so dai ni easy ana de moment ban ko admo say say wo to na o ho ka je say ebi na ye ati say me chawo na dey powerful Intimate so now is a
so we not said you see your own party so you need to right
yin to is that I have some name called mother.
Hey,
sure. Remember me, the number man is on frame. They 8 more on frame. So frame and I say me chair and a panel frame. Now Saturday, I think that it was exactly a week today.
Okay.
Now me it was exactly a week today.
Okay.
It's Richard the Aircon and so a Beman why classical in Yabacho. Now be a tour group beyond PFA pharmacy Watafuni Road, Humble Mother Ewo Abepo a friend same. Amaga Junction Hayadu and Yachemu Ewo afon kwanta benya bi tetima no so Humble Mother branch ben Valid V University no Accra a Shaman downtown Humble Mother e ho be a ton adro bia organ ha bia no bo mo so pa gan Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture no friend numbers no 0244 718 557 and 0241 604 702 Richard me that's it
for yemfa a guy for Nhyira for yemfa Black Stars discussion no and also emfa emamo 11-18 yes started na coach to head of the game no I say quite bia so ene I say Ghana share Central African Republic at the country amana kasa no yentie coach Otuado na yemfa to so.
And this is the game. It's difficult to say. You know, we had matches where we played on a neutral ground where we didn't perform as well, and we had games where we played in an away match, full stadium, and we performed and we won, like in Mali, for example. So it's difficult to say if it's an advantage or not. I'm happy that we are playing on natural ground. I'm happy that we don't play in the afternoon. It's more going late to the evening, so it's good, and this is truly an advantage for us, and it's easier for our players to adapt. So it was a short preparation now, and but the players look sharp, and yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward for tomorrow, and we have to win, and this is all what I'm thinking.
Okay, and to go to the head of the game now, say yes, and also sometimes football is funny kakra. Or say Black Stars team, you know, sometimes we make me a neutral ground to say yene Central African Republic ebo bi man so Morocco nyu obi ahom enudra oben no untimi mob game apese obo obetimi akwa away for example ye call Mali na ohwabali fuyi bo mo bo na home supporters yi park aye must still yetimi kwese Mali but neutral grounds e bia nka hu so o de enyu obi afie na ese ka ohye ne simple no na akoye bibia e wo but o say on ne mrante no omo aboabo mo a ogidi ese ne baby amena ni jipa ese game ne yebo no grass so and a pitch no so e feda so kama ogidi say game no ebetimi akoye enso e de ama the Black Stars of Ghana na de ba ko kan strike me pa say ne no yes ne avoid some mathematics sa calculations ni na no ya avoid na itimi enso eko yenim Otuado insemi.
So, we're in a comfortable position that we can look on ourselves, and we want to win this game. And I think if we win this game, we have a high probability to qualify for the World Cup. And but this is just the first step, and maybe we have to do a second one in Accra. But we're looking at this game, and we want to win this game. And whatever happens, we can't control. We can't have an influence, and we can just concentrate on what we can influence. And this is the game.
Okay, and to Otuado. Ahead of yene Central Republic no and I'll see etimi she ni avoid this calculation and mathematics na aya answer na etimi qualify akọ yenim na yewie na yebisa ne say ene game no ase e should obi etimi say etimi she na your qualification no the next game against Comoros no and the icing on the cake so enti ama pressure kakra about team this one and also yenti Otuado as you say pressure on the team no so and answer pressure anyone so no na into also.
Yeah, I think the so-called pressure that we have right now is normal, and especially when we are first now and just 2 matches to go, and we are very, very close. So yeah, we just want to fulfill the expectation. I think the players are experienced enough. Surely we also have some young players, but we have also some experienced players who will guide the young players. And yeah, I'm just hoping that let's have an early goal or so, and then it will make things easier.
Okay, and you told me no say how did you say pressure? I will a team so say normal in football, especially when the expectations are high. To say the game ubia ade wonimu and it's a yen game way na Accra game no and yet the icing on the cake, you know. Or say I'm a pressure kakra but Ajis and Ranted, I'm matured enough on Bobo Europe in tea. Ajis on Bobo, especially with the young players on more team na Bibia Etimia Konkano to me, and so a sustaining pressure no, and so a ye. And the own some no, and no, now ye we piano, and also share Bibi especially your game I bought editor air charge no, also share near my Bibi at your film Nanyama Bay, and now Oceana Fee, you first started discussions no.
I think Chad was a very, very strong lesson for us. Yeah, I just hope that we learned out of this. We have to take it serious till the last minute. We have to fight defensively, especially to the last minute. Surely, I know we have our offensive strength and we will create chances and we have to score. And I'm pretty much sure we will score, but it's very, very important that everybody's on his toes till the last minute. And like I said, we took a lot of learnings from Chad, and I have a very, very good feeling that that we can hold the 0 in this game, and we'll be able to score 1 or 2 goals.
Okay, and I to do so Oceania ma bebre dey na Oceania say again Chad and I say boys need the show too. So we there Chad, the Ripon boys. Obi an show mbi. The time I share back no. Now so I am so 1-0 you dey in krakra no an yam fampon. Ye ni tie and die members of the game. No matter can amana 1-1. I said this time I will say team no etimi a fight also GD said ne. E dey aga na be shego. But I will see a fight to the last minute. Sinebeya a concentration level bibia be koye. Na say mpo koban is a 1 any betimi acha. Your concentration level no betimi akosro. Na ya guide a post no said ebeya yenko concede na yenko draw. Our ASR game we and January Tuado ahead of Yene Central African Republic game no and yeni enso emfa gobi that's saying
say overseer do don kakra
yendo don kakra eno don kakra na me person can start with training section so far players are if you say likely on bet me a starting game you know anyhow important the game is and come on kitin no you need me crans and you could tactics
say no team no koko PM Mikeness me ma yeti volunteer say baby a Casablanca na nye ho na be bobo na kasa na game no be call in one of Morocco's towns a friend Mikeness ho na game no be koso na which unimze Morocco ho no you will mixed results when we are playing in either World Cup qualifiers or AFCON qualifiers. The last time out, I think, was against Madagascar. I shot by 3-0. And we see sometimes it's good when we go and play in Morocco, sometimes it's not too good. But so we coach Otuado, I did about okay, very instructive. And he say, your last game, your Coco boy at a place that we felt that next year 3 points. Yeah. When we came back in the post-mortem of the game, we spoke about 3 thematic areas. The first area was in the weather condition in Jamaica, and then any favorable to us. And Ghana, the game was played earlier than 4 p.m. Now, in this game, we're going to play it at 1600 GMT, that is 4 p.m., 4 o'clock Ghana time. Of course, Morocco, no, I don't know where Nim Kakra. And to see a better time no na late area air in those games the temperature is better a little bit cool area no sharing jinasu gidi and your boys to airborne in such temperatures because they are similar weather to what they play in consistently Europe rich that is what ono to other nations will be which is very important. I don't think you take any bad news from camp. And now there are pictures of the GFA president Valko Pionum in a bid to try and inspire the players, no? And I mean, many sure say the occasion, lost on the players. On what they don't need anybody to remind them. Of course, they say Federation force Yoma Juma to be there and make sure say you believe you boni friend no stone unturned. You be take box na BBI come. So that's exactly the course of camper Black Stars Koyomo first training, GFA president could do all them. I think it's a rich. The inclusion of Baby Jet and Stevens Tornado appear will be very important for camaraderie or camp. I mean, how farmer and agro, all of those things. And almost sure we jam after training. You say baby jet and fifi. You know, it was very, very exciting as a Ghanaian. So I think it's a holiday. We are fine. Niakano ebe partner so there.
Aya, ndete hona yengodi tactics.
One of so Kokobo World Cup. Oh yeah. Bidano in 2006. The feeling was brutal. Adiabakwa Emma manage the presence of John Mone Apiamo, and he said they've played at that level. And that is the difference between Omo and the Reverend Sekufimone, the old ones. No? And they've seen it. Omo ba around Omo Gajo said, look, Adia woman here, you have to believe it. And none of the players from Bob Blasters is here, no? And they are bigger than Stephen Apiamone as a Majan. So they see them as idols. Omo Kasa Omutie. Rich, World Cup is everything. For a footballer, World Cup is everything.
The Mundial.
For a football nation, World Cup is everything. For a football fan, World Cup is everything. It is the biggest football festival we are seeing. When you get close, say Rich, do whatever it takes to be there. And I think say I'm not anything here. To the voice now, boy, you know. I love the last part when he said he has learnt a lot of lessons. Because Rich, and again, no, he needs to bring all those lessons together and get us over the bridge. Because you ain't here excuse me. Oh, you ain't be more game when you need the needed resource. Now I can't say a baby way and I say baby way.
Go pitch near. And you be a fee
until lesson be or say mistakes I in the past. Nyansadia was share free mu, baby I talk from baby I no. Rich, yes, Reno. He should put that together today and just get us the qualification to the World Cup.
Okay.
Obia game started for Madagascar now. Oh, we near. Yeah, we know will not be enough for now. No, away to Comoros. Which Rich, I don't believe Madagascar will go and beat Comoros. And we just have to get the job done today. And by the time you have all the simultaneous matches, you know, Rich, we show them. So now we see the day. Our Ghana say we've made it to another Mundial.
Yenche mreni kakra bi na mema etifo no mreni because na ma day ema Ghana for so mekabi Black Stars and Central African Republic nkobi memra hona fi kakra bi our board no so ya approach game saying players be na office say omonye first 11 na o conclusion na fi ayala so mra kakra na mimbi lines no ma etifo no
like saying there isn't too much to say. Yeah. Because the
after the game.
The most important thing is say you qualify. Once we able to win, no, very very important. Now, in some and also, but the owners also like us for how things are like your team also, and then Osha standings now, Ghana and Industrial with 19 points. Your goal difference of also leading the goal difference side no with 11 plus goal difference. Madagascar was 7, Comoros 1. Now, for the purposes of 2 matches now, my focus is going to be on Ghana, Madagascar, Comoro Islands, and in Mali. Then, of course, the games never concern. Like saying Madagascar, any Comoros, and Comoros home. And on the boss, Namali Ako Chad in Jamina Akobo. I expect some money against Chad. The bigger question is, can Madagascar beat Comoros and then but any Central African Republic almost 5 points. So what that means, and they say, even if they win today's game, but for bragging rights, we need to be very careful. You know more on crime. I get this nice flyer of Otuado, the record World Cup qualifies team. 6 games, 5 wins. 0 losses, 1 draw, the last one. Very disappointing against Team Friendly Chad. 16 goals scored, 5 conceded. Which about a World Cup qualifiers Otuado is one of the best in that regard. And even conceding less goals when he plays in World Cup qualifiers, and he would want to get a job done. Asema Okan, Otuado say we need to guard against complacency. And the first headache is complacency. Because there are two things I charge for your friend is saying Central African Republic for almost a very direct or born they always want to go long. Almost book a credit belong to a center forward. Every time that's what they want to do, and we need to be very careful from set pieces. Oh, boss, they need to be very careful in terms of setting up a ball. Which I think the next thing is about how do we approach the game, and your players bend and start a match. You're certain of who your goalkeeper will be.
Benjamin Asari.
You're 4 and 5. I think we also know that. Say Salisua. Those are the centre back player that we want. Now, I think here, Central African Republic for the saying I make only a very direct, only a very physical, and area duels no more. Now we need a centre back like this, almost be a very physical, or we add to the tax. And again, the defensive organization of our brand here, friend, Dukuru, to organize the back line for us every time. Now the big question remains: left back in him say Gideon Mensah Beba, but at right back who plays? Tariq Lamptey is not there. Yafir Ali will say so Nameshe team. Calibri played there the last time out as a wing back. Are we going to a 4-back? Are we going to a 3-back? In this game, I'm playing with a 4-back. And for what Calibri showed us, even in terms of going inside to go and defend, no. And the fact that Ali say free injury by no. I'm going with a branch of friend of Calibri. Now, the big question now remains: who is going to play your midfield three? The attackers there this weekend, Antoine Semenyo was solid. Abdul Fattah Issahaku solid. Oshe Obi to say Jordan Ayew solid. Inaki Williams back for late injury now. He was solid also for Athletic Club de Bilbao. Even Brandon Thomas Asante didn't replace Inaki, also was very, very good in the performances this weekend, and that was the replacement here. That was our game. We've shown. We have been very good. Attack, we have the quality. The bigger problem, in my opinion, is how we play in the middle of the pack. Why now starting with Vivi on?
What's about the
party at one spot? Are you playing a front 4 and front 3 flat?
Front 3.
Over front 3. It's front 3 now, but Boneka say, number 10 no. No, Ebeka midfielders.
In Kudus.
It's Ubo Kudus as a number 10. Then it means that you'll be playing the front 4 because it means that you be left winger, right winger, number 9.
My boy, you can say, our captain Thomas Partey.
What about Partey? Anyone? Means that if you
so far, midfield no.
Sebo, Elisha Ususu.
Yes, Sebo so try no.
Ususu and a Partey.
Me dey make for Sibo.
Bobo Sibo Partey. They don't know who person check who football is and no boy in the business. But we like to so they know auto to trust him because he has played in much more physical games.
Me Sibo dey no.
Okay, so do you know what I will do? What I want to do is say me so I will not opt for a front 4 like you do. Maybe front 3. But like I said, Central African Republic front 3 to money physicality, directness, any height. So I want all of the 3 combat to
see where any money be anyway.
To the member party, I will be for me be any more.
Okay.
My boss Sibo, my boy Elisha Usu. Then any more no. Member could use like how Thomas Frank is using Matoria Mospe. I'm playing from the wing. My boy Jordan Ayew, my boy Antoine Semenyo. Okay. Oh, you are making careful. It's my boy Antoine Semenyo. Jordan through the middle. And I think say who scored who falls and saying the Koyesa data no. Which when you say in World Cup qualifiers. So boss striker so much go pa Jordan. Messi. Erling Haaland. Top 3. And that is huge. So Jordan central in the middle. Today Jordan has a goal. Nobody will hold him. And I want Antoine Semenyo to also play. Then Mohamed Kudus also from the wing. Then we feel for them physical monsters. If I'm a coach, those are the things I want. Players that are very physical. Then I'll add Thomas Partey's technical ability with FIFA also control ball the money. Now for Sibomon Pim, winning draws, you're more 50-50. I don't see a weakness in our Central African Republic for no header because say a sheer complacency. Now you prevent your direct boss here in around also. Edding. Set me who anywhere these people will hit us. The only 2 places maybe they can hit us crosses to the far post because you 2 fullbacks no but even with that, if I'm playing with Salisu and Jikwa, I expect them to man those areas for me. So for me, this is how I'm going into the game. And I think we'll be able to get the win.
Yeah, Shana.
And then 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Right, Brana, Ayala Zumra. Morocco Niabo game, no, the Morocco no. You're quite in results ninja than Quay. Morocco, so no. And said that on said Nimia, and tea. Our football be able to miss in tea, COVID, I bet 2-0. Ayala Zun Twasanafi, Yenya Diacano, Ebmamo, na Monso, Momecha Majon, Uji is our first 11, no, or probably between the abandoned so Yakin Kain. At the about if you say you're more animal 4 and now 3 na yenya if you 3 no na actually 4 no so na ni na no betimi do message number na ya kan at the amount if you man for say be 2 near also say be say and as a game no ebia a qualification to the World Cup no enye ne but probably ebia on Sunday against Comoros our the Accra Stars ni na no betimi do message number na ala Yanko na maybe lines in them. I'm the one so why you know. I'm a be an unsoy. But Brent be would say the complaints not there, but I'm so Morocco. I was in compass some crochet giving me. And I'm contacted Fino.
Okay.
Na I say I'm so more almost be any identity as I disappointed Kakra.
Nanaga
okay, cause Fini
okay. Anga omusoti omuche
Kalis omuju transportation de gombe ina nka ticket ni ade de komo mu na komo fan ko give ni bi bat minim ose afra Kofi Asuman o had the can dem so Morocco complaints ni bibiri but anyway organ and change me bibiri in Kabi. Asemu. Brante no unya kombe kwa ko give me.
But unya few supporters kakra na nanka.
Sure.
Wa short you mo bi 100 tickets bi. Na nko matimi e dey akwa ko. Ye mesem ade ne Marcelo. Time na na eko.
We decided to go on our own. But they are telling us that the ticket is $7.
Okay.
Nka omo person ka jo mu chom bus ni ade de ko. But on the ticket no so $7 into no. And so man kasa na hwe na also muso no etimi kwetwa am ticket ekohwe air game no we know everyone we chesop. Okay, my dear name say Yemon high. Yemon hana.
Me won few ya yipipe. Who say a match we need to go and win. I was say a question. Now in going to win you want new man kitibia I was say young adwuma. For instance, match our first oko win, you know. You first do not want to concede. Because yen shewa. Then when you go back you form. Rich, okay in Central African Republic, Kumasi. Yet here number one is a 4-3. It was one of Otuato's best games our ball offensively. Here to free and I ding. But Rich, yentimi and share sa game no. I don't think so. Never, but I'm interested. Na yentimi yen intenta. Rich, my only issue I'm best can want some air.
Nkofo no omubo 5 back.
Central African Republic.
To omubo 3 center backs.
With 2 wing backs.
The way omubo those 2 players na me person make us omuya wing backs in po. Because omu nko manim. Yes.
Wing backs omu nko manim.
They don't go.
Wow.
Omu nko kra. Which this is how they play. Joshua.
Yeah. 5-3-2.
Yes. And you 5. It said the Uber Getafe. Nti ama say Ocean say strategically what you have to do, and they say first of all also about back 4 because only 2 strikers. Nti who 2 strikers there over back 4 you have 2 central defenders, at least 1v1 obi abetima mark obi. The only thing is say your number 6 a defensive midfielder must be intelligent enough. Number 6 I also intelligent enough say Debiara no because yen attack more no onja center backs in ho na Debiara obe provide 1 additional number edi amamu to deal with omu 2 strikers number 1 no number 2 Rich say obi bo 3 midfielders e won finfia to control e ho no so no uhia numbers be bro mo de so and at least numbers no mo de na pe now the quality are dominating now omo back 5 no how do you break that low block no and I want a problem no one and untina Rich from baby amity I will suggest we play 4-3-3 4-3-3 1 goalkeeper 4 back, 1 DM, 2 attacking midfielders, then 3 forwards. Now, Semesh Shamawa, goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, Ali Dusedu, right back, Ometu Irenchino. And I'll tell you why.
Ali Dusedu free injury ban.
Yes. Onto Kalibi Irenchino. Because Rich, Bona Ekwakobono. Okay, no
problem. No problem.
Ali Dusedu right back. Gideon Mensah left back.
Okay.
Jiku Salisu 4 and 5. And see, your back 5 no with your goalkeeper, no problem. Now, Rich, between Elisa Owusu and Akwasisibo, why not Ujano low number 6 or when you day one home me and what aggression to do that job alone? Akwasisibo.
Okay.
To open loan DM. Because most of the time, you better know how. But only the man in center line, they be a Gina. Ujina Maya. Your lateral defenders, a bit of momentum kakra. But who number 6 in India? Because I'm going to 2 strikers, they be a Gina. Send a better omo, yenya 1v1. Over for Bako. Na center half on the back for Bako. Na Bako free. We want that. Now, your 2 attacking midfielders, must be Thomas Partey and Kudus.
In the middle.
Yes. Thomas Partey number 8, Kudus number 10. Then your wings, Rich. On the left should be Semenyo. On the right should be Fatau Isaaku.
With the form.
Yes. And he played one of the best games for Black Stars against the same Central African Republic. Oh, Kumasi, I still remember that game. And he come to be a Otumi. And let him play. Then play Jordan. Yes. Rich, I think we would have dealt with everything Central African Republic and they will get us the win. What Sar line up way and say, Rich, your calibre or bench. Obet Mabo 2, Obet Mabo in 15. You were Elisa Owusu our bench. Say a shake game no 2-0, 3-0. You do second half, you bobe 65. We want to manage. You bet me naga about the cat because Sibo near lucky in 15. Take one of your wingers and out and push Abranti friend Kudus there just to hold on to the ball and call for fouls any side. And everyone say your book game now 70 minutes. Yashanko 42. You bring in Elisa Owusu to partner with Sibo at the base of Omeford. No, your Thomas Tepa Tepe or as a controller as a ball ekutai no share no delay ball no when he fatal is I could not could score right ball ne ba him and show now on me pian one out of form referee dey foul e dey amayen on the other side no semenyo ebrea within a pressing in the BBR you bring in Kamaldeen Suleiman and I say Joseph Pensomo no so be tutu amika e because ebia se nkofo no tu no o so musu ti free e so betima check ba kubia you need a sharp up brain behind them Rich see boni say ya okay I think say we will be good now back to your question before I see Argentina Ali and not Calibrian who has been very impressive Rich sa uwo fata usaku e right winger na upe say of forgetting about coming back to defend Bibria but obia oye solid right back solid and attacking solid on the end say o defend is attacking now
current
because I am for that on the right back but Ali do die oye solid right back obama was a defensive way no into obo na chia then Isaku Mbanechi me defend bi media say he is keeping the weight for us with Semenyo na nya ball na etimi amomo 1v1 na etimi I wish I could explain this on a tactical but I think say I have painted a right picture obia etiase e wo Rich and e be she and I had some calls be Morocco we will win. We will beat them.
Okay.
Ibeshe.
Yeah, Bombay. Say, a bit to me, Abem Lorenzo Jr. say I prefer Partecibo Kudus in the middle, then Fatal Semenyo Jordan up front.
Just like
again. Odiana, no, super say, Yambo Hona.
That one, that one would do. Rich really answer now will be lines, you know. Maminko, Joshop, Joshop Constructions, Asqua, the Arc anymore. Minua Kwame Amin ewo ho na oni the colleagues ATA ewo mo office one of the guy friend Isaac or accounting and finance department ho Mamenchia Isaac papa ye eso mo for a show no in dia grunti mo all the workers am wo shop ho no ye chiamo papa ye we damasepa se de bia ya na mutie ye show no ede ema ye damasepa yankopo enshamuti Isaac oye adwuma ewo finance and accounting department ewo Joshop Constructions ye chia won Kwame Amin ne mrante no mo ya Godfrey Thompson ene mpanyifo
na so upia na we say amonfo monitor show no
yes
serious
and when people meet you and na omo akasa narrative show ne kire won we can way you say na you know say yeah people love what we do.
Adan me ho Brent bo say friend Gax na wuku or friend from US na said you can show ne dia cost bia no wonim so wow
yeah people really
and or say or catch and now for be say ba bia na mutin na mu de mu metia so ana we have da go kan go for ni de we buta enti Gaxon ya da se pa da se awo adwuma ho yama US also on there na dafu bi onim ni bi akatre no
ya da na se
insure passport
Makajo said this week customer service week
sure
we are celebrating them
ya da ma se
omo mama ya ye de ya ye
for show no eni agro
omo mama ya de ya ye obi
o ya kana mama 032208351 A3582 A3583 yaka kotokwa asem yaka black stars asem so betumi abana odo adwen channel dia ba hello first caller good morning
me pa cho me do so
aso dan eboni mi
me pa cho Ricardo
se ne de to
me pa cho ma min che no abegafo sanse adwuma mo bo no de ke edu gasu ni kuma de shan bala ka session my uti ma min che an ke be we achiawo
the session my
yes o se enkwankwa nchen ko to bi no ankwankwa hwehwe on bodo ba hwe dia ko ke edu shan bala ka wa police station achiwa na Ricardo amane nyama wan say Nhyira 145 go for the one dance here. That's I don't know BBC o. That's formation for football media, for football media. Who's Nhyira from one? So me pa jo wa ka na ho na mwa. Ade ne yesi Nhyira and to be free home ma be free Nhyira ma adventure ma ababon tibia. Nhyira what is here?
Okay.
And this is win tiana so be tell me na o asumege ka ode a. Tell ya wa wasem. Mini now we come that they be na fie
this is an de to de man go no
wo won ngan yana Oh, me do that and
na Morocco and you be a home.
But I don't want to grind.
But you go Morocco.
Park and say,
yeah, that's a papa.
And now the comment to the banner.
But I.
Number 7 year, maybe a home comment to the other day when you draw. And all I am a dog, I'm not human more. And maybe I don't really okay that walk me over.
That's I said I'm a coolie po. You find that scholar. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Na police.
Yeah, we had them.
Yes, na tell me what you do boy.
Okay.
I need to buy it. No family. That never do. I said to look at them that the guy black ball. Open your eye. So GTV born as a million year became a black ball, no two yards the football. Then I'm paying for only. It's a minimum 5 hours black ball. So say the guy over that ball, will be shit. You really something better also. You 5 hours black ball.
Yeah, no, your own opinion. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Richard.
Yes, sir.
But he say any.
Okay.
My first education I here on a board wisdom was a boama. MC or what to know the just out. Confession of the Diagro, who discuss no harm, Mexian. Richard, and the banner, the second one too. It will be a good why. It will give them good in the second one. That are the master.
I think your point is well made. Hello.
Fantastic, Richard.
Yes, sir. Kwesini.
Yeah, we are on a Kusuku. Yeah, and the Provincial boss and the California Kiki. My band matches are going to stop our sports. Now, boss, and the Fantabos and Secotoko, Ukma Pimba, and the new stars. We said, yeah, if you tell the person, not prepare the motor supporters, we say, Eden, Eden said, Copa by an Ekata Mochi, and they are to my phone, to me, said, yeah, Quampiaso, yeah, around the last match, I bought running the name and some fata, and then that year. Coach now shows a Quampiaso, what is the point in my mind? The first year, Ekata Mochi, that's how so there, inside, yeah, Cardia, and your team as well, to Quampiaso, 2-0 video, Kajua, and the Bama.
Okay, but that's it. Hello.
Champion Ricardo.
Donkor.
Na, the black out there,
Woto. Bogum.
Na, the woman to Papa, so I wish, where Central African Republic, where's your mom, Bobby, and Mohai? The best a month for a year for children, didn't be a moment I will be a trainer for the as a black commission. I don't know what the body goes as well. Which everybody got the way goes as
$4.5 years, but see, I enter cry.
Bema wo junso ni mu pai ebikam eya
Yes, if you say likely on bet me a starting game, you know, anyhow important the game is. I'm come on, kitting. You need me a crowns and I could do tactics.
Say, no, team no coco PMO Mikeness. Me my TV on TSC baby a Casablanca and your honey born and Casa. Na game never call in one of Morocco's towns, a friend Mikeness. A game never coso. Na which Morocco hono you will mixed results when we are playing in either World Cup qualifiers or AFCON qualifiers. The last time out I think was against Madagascar. I shot by 3-0. And we see sometimes it's good when we go and play in Morocco, sometimes it's not too good. But so we coach Otuado Adebakwa okay very instructive. And he say your last game your Coco boy at a place that we felt that next year 3 points on. Yeah. When we came back in the post-mortem of the game, we spoke about 3 thematic areas. The first area was in the weather condition in Jamaica, and then any favorable to us.
And Obeka Kampa Saturday in Ghana, the game was played earlier than 4 p.m. Now, in this game, we're going to play it at 1600 GMT. That is 4 p.m., 4 o'clock Ghana time. Of course, Morocco, no, I don't know where Nim Kakra. Into what you want to see a better time, no, late area air quality. In those games, the temperature is better, a little bit cool, and we are not sharing Jinasu Gidi Gidi. And our boys to airborne in such temperatures because they are similar weather to what they play in consistently in Europe, Rich. That is what Ono to other nations will be Saudi, which is very important. I don't think she had seen any bad news from camp. No. And now there are pictures of the GFA president Valko Pionum in a bid to try and inspire the players, no. And I mean, many sure say the occasion, lost on the players. They don't need anybody to remind them. Of course, they say Federation force Yoma Juma to be there and make sure say you believe you bring friend no stone unturned. You be take box na BBI come. So that's exactly the course of camper Black Stars Koyomo first training, GFA president could do all them. I think it's a rich. The inclusion of baby Jet and Stevens Tonado appear will be very important for camaraderie or camp. I mean, how farmer and agro, all of those things. And almost sure we jam after training. You say baby jet and Fifi. It was very, very exciting as a Ghanaian. So I think it's a holiday. We are fine. Niakano ebe partner so there.
Aya, ndete hona yenkodi tactics.
One of us Kokobo World Cup. In 2006, the feeling was brutal. Adiabakwa Emma manage the presence of John Mone Apiamo, and he said they've played at that level. And that is the difference between Omo and the Reverend Sekufimone, the old ones. And they've seen it. Omo ba around Omo Gacho said, look, Adia woman here, you have to believe it. And none of the players from Bob Blasters is here, and they are bigger than Stephen Apiamone as Majan. So they see them as idols. Omokasa Omutie. Rich, World Cup is everything. For a footballer, World Cup is everything.
The Mundial.
For a football nation, World Cup is everything. For a football fan, World Cup is everything. It is the biggest football festival we are seeing. When you get
sure.
Nana Abnasefa. Na on the bano. The air film say Nebani do the birthday na so Edi enti ene my sister Nana Abnasefa Akoto ene a birthday. Oye Juma Consolidated Bank Ghana as a banker. Manchester United ni kotoko ni nice. Now she is one of the best human beings you can ever find. Uyase or donipa or supporting nipa or nipa ntem. Oh, Abnasa Fadi obia onim ni bia e kan ho asem papa nti says Nyankopon hia onye wakoma so de nyina ma oma nyini che na bibia besom bia no oma no enko from emfa emounti na Abnasa Fa happy birthday. Rich Maka we na me de call Betway and they say me de Ghana Blasters achi e Betway. Na they tell me bet wo Betway and they say Betway rewards no say me wo say me nya hwe kra na me twa me bet keke no na omo ma me points no me de ma me tabia me pe bia na ma convert no to sika. Say me ya koto aduane adio say me di twa beto say me di yede yo me ankasa me sika me points me sika enti wo a utwa bet no jai baby a utwa bet na bra bet for no ho utwa bet ni nyina no mo ma points na utimi convert to sika tem bia o pe bia umpe wei na opedien enti betwe the number 1 only 8 years untimi entwa bet e betwe utwa bet so e na watwa na nyansam e de amaye se betwe ka say get way more way any asechire no rich emfansia.
Okay, many birthday me na yen sorry kofa adom kase no first one from yen ankasa and the Costa say yen we she Adoma Lucy apenkra wo aye Lake Road. Happy birthday to you, Lucy. Baby, I will be an Yamin Shaupa na onye okese awodam nhyira bia nyankopɔn emfa bi emfa eno na nyankopɔn ema wo nkyire. Happy birthday to you Adoma Lucy awo eye Lake Road Andy Costa ese yeme show ena minua apia kubi ewiase munsam host ese yeme she eye okay bami enwe okay ase yeme she ose yaw dodo na efe no common sense oton eye mpaboa awo Moro Market ase yeme she no happy eye birthday ti ose yaw ani padodo na efe eye common sense oton mpaboa awo Moro Market. Happy belated birthday to you, bro. Yamin Shaupa, O Sister Regina, see you. Divine Kitchen, our Kentin Chrono, and Munina say, I'm so happy birthday. Yamima Uninche, na Uncle Crow, na Enshani Yabi. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, sorry, now, Dom Cassiano, Atras, Yami Adman online, Yababa Tenase, Ebra, Yade Obra, Atuan Dumedino, Evie, I'm not been one team, almost sorry, Nienso yet tenase at the live commentary from Morocco, Ghana, and the Central African Republic game no etimi at the Amama. Yakamu na Damase, Yami Adma, ma Inchia, Yenfa commentary number.